a Tuesday. I better not tell your man. Oh no. That you're in on a secret that your mama can't know. I'm a wizard with a magic stick. So hop on, let's go. Let's go. Can you handle it? I can't handle it. You can't handle it. I can't handle it. Can you handle it? I can't handle it. You can't handle this. I can't handle it. Can you handle it? I can't handle it. Can't handle it. I can't handle it. Can you handle it? I can't handle it. You can't handle this. I can't handle it. Need your daddy own a bakery. It's them best sweet cakes. Sweet cake. How come you ain't been before? I guess we make mistakes. All right now. Honey looking fly, fly, fly. This much is true. So true. Only one question, girl. So tell me what you gonna do. Gonna do. Come on. Can you handle it? I can't handle it. You can't handle it. I can't handle it. Can you handle it? I can't handle it. You can't handle this. I can't handle it. Can you handle it? I can't handle it. Can't handle it. I can't handle it. Can you handle it? I can't handle it. You can't handle this. I can't handle it. Can you? Can you? What you gonna do? Come on. Woo. Can you handle it? While you're turning up with your friends in tow. I'm allergic to the ugly ones. Oh, no. What you gonna do with those? Tell them bye, bye, bye. Yeah, it'll be okay. It'll be alright. They can catch the bus to the interstate. Hit it, come on. Can you handle it? I can't handle it. You can't handle it. I can't handle it. Can you handle it? I can't handle it. You can't handle this. I can't handle it. Can you handle it? I can't handle it. Can't handle it. I can't handle it. Can you handle it? I can't handle it. You can't handle this. I can't handle it. Come on. Can you handle it? I can't handle it. You can't handle it. Come on. Can you handle it? I can't handle it. You can't handle this. I can't handle it. Can you handle it? Come on. You can't handle it. I can't handle it. Can you handle it? I can't handle it. You can't handle this. I can't handle it. 1, 2, now drop the beat. Y'all ready for this? Drop the beat. Y'all, let's go. Y'all ready for this? Give it up for my
Good evening, and welcome in from the most chaotic game of My Mind's Gone Blank I have ever seen. I was just dying during the answers. I realised the mistake I made. I didn't realise it started so quickly after players had entered the game. I thought I've got time for a quick bonus before there. Mind Blank 38, the meme of the generation. Oh my God in heaven. I was just doubled up laughing in the chair. Yes, Rubik's, it's a TARDIS. It's been there for some time, and it's a sandcrawler in the background. Welcome to the pyramid. We're all going serious now after all the chaos of My Mind's Gone Blank. Honestly, I don't know what it was, whether it was the 3 glasses of wine, or if it was the answers, or the meme, or some combination, but I have not laughed that hard while on my own for quite some time. So, yeah, Mind Blank 38. I couldn't make it Mind Blank 38 again because it randomly picks the number, but 34 players getting the Mind Blank 18 penny, which is half of 36, so we're halfway to the imposter answer. Maybe. Anyway, how y'all doing? Hope you're having a good weekend so far. I've come from a wedding, hence the suit. I wore a bow tie today. Bow ties are cool. I've taken it off though now because it'd be a bit more chill without it. But yeah, you've heard all about my week. I've told you over the shape of My Mind's Gone Blank. That was actually my week. The cat brought home a mouse, and then one of the cats brought home a mouse, and I didn't realise. And I just I was doing some stuff here on Wednesday or Thursday evening, and I think it was Wednesday. I just looked down, and there's just a mouse at the top of the stairs. A very confused, alive, and perfectly intact mouse, looking very confused. Managed to crawl into a boot rack, and I was trying to coax it out and just sort of chase it down the stairs. And then I realised, well, it's already in a box. It's a boot rack box. Just take the whole boot rack out, and it went off, and it was free, and it survived. And then Penny brought one home in a maw, and I don't think it was dead. She let it go to show us how fast it could run, and then picked it up, and then we sent her out, and the mouse is probably dead now. F for that mouse. But that was about my week. Yeah, mice, and yeah, we're going to Reykjavik. We're going to Reykjavik in March now, so I haven't had a holiday for a couple of years. So that'll be nice. That'll be very nice. Not until March, but yeah, looking forward to that. And then what else happened? Brother's wedding was last weekend, and then I was at another wedding this afternoon, hence the garb. Yeah, just generally good. And then the most chaotic game I've ever seen of My Mind's Gone Blank. But kudos to Oni, though, on winning with the callback answer there. I'm going to give you another 10 pennies for the pyramid. We're going to play the pyramid tonight. They've got 3 games to play: the pyramid, the escape artist, and that is the question. Pyramid relatively short, escape artist a little bit longer, and that is the question. Lasts exactly 24 and a bit minutes. So lots of stuff to look forward to this evening. Before we get going, let me say hello to all of you, because there's a lot of you here. Good evening to Big Man Aaron and Apodo Nuevo, to Zeus and Brand New Halo. Good evening, Cetra and Matt, Jogging Chum and AB Me, to Joe and Samster and Prudes and Colo. Good evening, Toot and Lewis and Quizface and Lupine and Quizzle and Riff Raccoon. Good evening to Shaped and Sparrow, Effrontery and Derek, Free Ruckus and Ash, Clive and Oni. Good evening, Listwitz and Milklike and Agent Beardman. I think that's a new name. Welcome, Agent Beardman. Lovely to have you here. Hope you're keeping well. Good evening, Score Count and Silent Marine, Innes and Dev, Jay White and Dogfish, Anasep, Energia. Hello to Nata and Adster and Rubix and Maxio. Good evening, Luca and David and Claire and Necker Grandma and G Eisens and anybody else who is lurking in the chat. You are most welcome to be here. 1 million seems a bit steep. Oh, hello. And good evening, Kira, as well. A message from our sponsor.
This Twitch baby is a bit on the big side now.
So you'd be pregnant for 10 months. There's a joke about an Alan Davis gag where he's the godfather at this christening, and they've got this baby. They said it's like 3 months old. It's sort of like this. She was pregnant for about 4 years. Pregnant for 10 months is a long time to be pregnant overdue, but I am very grateful to you for the 10 months of support, Kira. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're keeping well. Lovely to see you. And congratulations on your graduation this week. Welcome to being an adult. Yeah, adulting. Yeah, 500 questions. I was actually saying 500 questions was 1 million, and to be fair, 100,000 was met in like literally one stream, or one stream and a warm-up. So I'm not worried about it. We'll see what happens. 9% after 2 streams. I mean, that's pretty good going. I only started on Thursday, so I think we'll be all right. But we'll see. We'll see. I can't edit it now. That's the problem with it. Anyway, do keep contributing to that up to 2,000, and Ash and I will play Buzz Off. Am I sounding quiet on my mic? Am I sounding quiet? Let me look at the levels. It might be that the game's just a bit loud. I don't know. Put the game down to about 40. Yeah. Am I quiet or is the game loud? There's a difference. Yeah, but am I? Because I don't think I've changed the mic settings. I can change the mic settings if you like. Both. Well, I don't think I'm too quiet if I'm being completely honest, because I've not changed anything like that. All right, I'll turn the game down some more for you all. It is quite loud actually, this game, to be fair. There you go. Now the game is not too. Now the game is sad that we don't hear any of the nice sound effects. Let's go 25. How's that? I was just sort of crouching out in my chair a little bit, so maybe a bit far away from the mic. Anyway, good evening to you all. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for joining me here for game night on Saturday the 21st of August, which is the day. I've got my phone. My phone's charging, as I forgot to charge it last night. I think I was just too far away from the mic. Well, I've turned the game right down to 25, so hopefully that'll work out. Hey, this is Riff Raccoon's question pack, proofed by Colo, and it's got a bit of a twist. I didn't actually read this, because Colo proofed this one, so I didn't actually read it through until I extracted the pack about 15 minutes before the stream. And I can see exactly what Cola means. It's a real doozy of a pack. It's something a little bit different, but it's definitely still got the staple trivia that we've come to know and love around here. Really, really lovely pack from Riff Raccoon right here. And if you want to play along with this pack in the pyramid, then you're going to need to type in the code right there. JBQ. Come join the game. Come join the game. Pyramid up first. You'll be populated onto the screen. You may be a little bit small, but hopefully you can at least recognize yourself from your avatar. I've never got a full lobby for the pyramid before. Is tonight the night? 54 is the maximum we can accommodate in this here lobby. I can't remember what the going rate for this game is. Now, here's the thing. I thought that my stream might be a little bit more stable this week because I've put in a new water cooler in my PC when my fans after Thursday's stream decided that they were going to blow it. Well, the CPU temperature was like 75 degrees. So I thought, that's quite hot. I should probably get a new cooling system because the other one's clearly knackered. So I put a new cooling system in and I was hoping that might improve the frame rate. Doesn't look like it's really improving the frame rate all that much. It looks much of a muchness at the moment until I focus on Unity, and then it grinds to a halt again. So I'll just continue to not focus on Unity until I found a better solution to that. Come join the game. This is Rift's Pack, proofed by Colo. Thank you very much to both of you for this. Do I add Rift's pennies on now before I forget? I can't remember what the going rate for this game is, actually. I should probably look that up. Keep joining. I'm going to go to be right back, just a minute. I am still going to be here, I promise. I just need to look this up because otherwise I'll forget. Penny restructure, and what do we play? The pyramid. 50 author credit for the pyramid. So I'll add those on now, Riff. No, I'll do them at the end in case something happens, because that's the convention. Mind blank 38. Right, I'll give you another 30 seconds and then we're going to get the evening underway. All the rules for the pyramid will be explained, so if you have not played before, don't worry. Everything will be explained. J-Body comes Quiz Universe, the JBQU. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that so much, Silent Marine. I'm going to give you some pennies for that. Where are you? Silent Marine, where are you on the list? J-Body comes Quizzing Universe. Here, I've 10 pennies. There you go. And let's give you a pyramid bonus as well while we're at it. Everyone else, pyramid 68. I know that it didn't get buried, Lupin. I saw it. If you make a redemption, then it comes through on my things to redeem on my reward queue, which is up on that monitor. So I had seen it. It has populated on there. But as ever with those things, I will do it in due course. I will do it in due course. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's easy to not know maybe if I've missed something, but oh yes, he spelled your surname wrong, so we'll have to take 20 off now, having given him 10. We'll take 20 off. But no, Lupin, I will cash those 500 pennies in for you before the end of the stream at some point. In fact, I might do it as soon as the bonus is finished. In fact, I'll do it right now. Come join the game if you're going to come play. If Samster's here, welcome Samster. This is the only game Samster's actually going to be able to play tonight because he's co-written one of the others and he proofed the middle one. So yeah, welcome Samster. Lovely to have you here. Everyone done claiming pennies. Good. 3, 2, 1. Pog. 36. And let's give Lupine 500 pennies. There you go, Lupine. Let's mark that as cashed in and refresh. Poggers, right. I think we should play. 9, 18, 27, 36, 40, 41. Energia, welcome into the stream. Other people who've just joined: Kira, Calibrated Division, Murphy, Reese, Poconuts, and Jers. Welcome to you all. Lovely to have you here. 42. Oh, hello, David. You're going to come and have a go, are you? Come and have a go at Riff's Pack. Lovely, lovely, lovely. J, everyone J, everyone J, everyone J, everyone J. Right. Let's get the show on the road. Here's how to play the pyramid. I'm going to lock it up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's play the pyramid. So, here's how this works. The 4 fastest players to answer each question correctly earn a slot on the game board. When the row is full, those players then compete for the available slots in the next row. Beware, if you choose to answer and are incorrect, you are prevented from earning or keeping a slot on the row. But keep playing even if you don't earn a slot or if you get one wrong, because all players earn points for correct answers. There's also 10 pennies for every question that you give me a right answer to in this game, no matter what else happens. So you get 10 pennies for free and just a gold medal at the end if you can scale the pyramid. At the end of each row, the highest scorers will claim any slots that were left vacant by unsuccessful players. Ties are broken on total response time, so if it comes down to it, the faster you answer, the more likely you are to get through. Players who initially earned a slot but subsequently lost it will not be eligible to earn a vacant slot on the row. Basically, when it gets to the end of the row, you might as well have a guess, because if you get it, if you don't answer, then you're going out or you're going into the shadows on that question anyway. 4 players who reach the top will progress to the final, where gameplay is the same, and 1 will emerge as having scaled the pyramid. It's a fun game. It's not easy to sum up in an elevator pitch, but hopefully you'll get the hang of it. The long and short of it is answer the questions, whisper to the bot. Let's go to question number 1. This is the slap around the face question. The first row, 4 players can get a space on this tile, the slap around the face. And just to remind you that Riff has asked me to tell you, in fact, I'll tell you exactly what Riff has asked me to tell you, because he messaged me about it earlier. This is a sort of a more haste, less speed sort of pack. It's sort of the sort of thing that you might benefit from making sure you thoroughly read the question. You don't want people to get caught out in an RTFQ moment. Yeah, think more haste, less speed in this one, but of course do answer in time. Of course, the longer you take to answer, the less likely you are to get onto the tile, because it's the fastest 4 who get a slot. But we'll see how you get on. Thank you to Riff for writing this. Thank you to Cola for proofing it. Let's play. Here is the first question. It's from the hand tile. Alex, Bobby and Charlie are passengers on driver David's number 7 London bus. If Alex and Bobby get off the bus and Eric gets on, how many passengers are now on the bus? Derek, wait, how did I get this wrong? 28 players attempting this question. Not everybody, but is it a trap? Is it a trap? David Chambers. Well, let's find out. The correct answer was 2. 2 is the answer we were after. This is basically fast maths. Alex, Bobby and Charlie are passengers, so you've got 3 passengers. Alex and Bobby get off, so you've now got 1, and Eric gets on, so you've now got 2. 3 in total, including the driver, but 2 passengers, which is what the question was asking for. Forgot about Charlie. Bad luck there, Jay White. Let's have a look and see how many of you got that one right. Green if you were, red if you weren't. Oh, dearie, dearie me, Zeus. Well, let's go through the console log. It'll be easier to read. Zeus, Kira, Derek, Calibrated Vision, Lewis, Claire, Murphy, J. White, Sparrow, and David all getting that one. Oh, excuse me. That's hiccups. All getting that one wrong. Unfortunately, that means you are sent off to the shadows. But of course, do keep answering questions, because every question you answer is worth points. In this case, on this first row, they're worth 1 point each. 10 pennies as well for every question you get right. And you could get a second chance saloon if we don't have a full row at the end. But for now, you guys, it's off to the shadows. We've got more than enough players in green, though. So who are going to be our first 4 on the first slot of the pyramid? Clive was fastest, Innes was second, Milklike was third, and Anosep was fourth. Very well done. You 4 are through to the next row, providing you don't get another question wrong. You can, of course, abstain. There's no point in answering questions if you don't know, because if you lose the slot, you won't get a second chance saloon. But of course, you do get points if you definitely know the answer. So it's up to you, but you are through to the next row. Let's go on to question number 2. It's the lion question. Alex and Bobby are going to ZSL London Zoo, even though it doesn't have raccoons. What does the Z stand for? I'm being told that while London Zoo doesn't have raccoons, it does have coaties, who are members of the same family. Oh! Oh! My wife has just got back from Stonehenge. And oh my god, my brother-in-law's got me a bottle of champagne. How kind of him. Oh, it's a birthday present. I say, yes, it's my birthday this week, isn't it? Right, 19 players. Coatis. Oh, did I say it wrong? Oh, my bad. Sorry. What are you balking at? Shut your noise. Nobody wants your opinion. 19 people attempted that question. The correct answer was zoological. Zoological was the answer. Zoo, not acceptable. Zoological Society of London is what the ZSL is. Let's have a look and see who was right. Green if you were, red if you were not. Yes, a few people going for zoo. I am disinclined to accept zoo. It's zoological. Zoological Society of London. Quite a few people who were already out attempting that one. And again, if you're out, you might as well carry on and have a guess. Once you're in the shadows, may as well have a go, even if you're not sure. But we have got Big Man Aaron, Matt the Ref, Nekka Grandma, Cetra, all going for zoo. That is not going to be accepted, I'm afraid. It's off to the shadows for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we've got more than four greens. So let's find out who is going to be taking on the lion tile. Let's put you in. Pruggs was fastest, Lupine was second, Shapes was third, and Reese was fourth. Very well done, you 4. You are safely through to the next row. At this point, you might want to consider whether or not it's going to be worth answering the question if you don't know, because if you lose that tile, you cannot get a second chance saloon. Let's go on to the 2 reads question. Take a look at this. The bus stops at the British Library, but which capital city boasts the only other library with a similarly large catalogue of items? Only 11 attempting this one. People erring on the side of caution, notably not very many people who are still in live play. The correct answer was Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. Let me just see if this debugs current answers. Yes, it does. Washington, D.C. It wouldn't have accepted Washington. I'm inclined to accept Washington as an answer if you have said it. Yes, let me just go to my factoids on this. The British Library and the Library of Congress contain approximately 170 million items. No other libraries have more than 60 million. So yes, the British Library and the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C. Let's have a look and see what you said. Green if you were right, red if you weren't. Okay, Madrid, Pears, which I think Kira may have meant Paris. Matt has gone for Washington. I did say I would condone if you said Washington. Matt, the ref, condone answer. It's fine, have a point. Derek's gone for Paris. Lewis going for Oxford, etc. for London. And Effrontery's also gone for Washington. And like I say, I did say I would condone that one. So have a point for Washington. Hog. If you gave me anything other than Washington or Washington DC, I'm afraid it's off to the shadows for you. My. Listwits and Effrontery. There are only 2 of you, which means we are going to have some second chance saloons. So keep accumulating those points because the players with the highest scores and the lowest answer time will be taking at least 2 slots as we go to the end of this row. But for now, let's put you 2 in. There's Effrontery. And there is Listwits. 2 vacant slots here on the first row of the pyramid, so whoever's got the highest score from the shadows is going to get onto this slot. But before that, we have got one more question. It's the one read question. Take a look at this. Freddy boards the bus and pays with an Oyster card. What other sea creature is associated with contactless transit payment in Hong Kong? We're not kissing because he's got a cold sore. You can hug me though. Hugging is nice. 28 players attempting this. Mrs. Flash in the house, everybody. She's back from Stonehenge. You have a nice time.
I did. It was really good. Really. It was very bracing. Although yes, trust me to be more. So we go to Stonehenge. Lovely day at Stonehenge, and I'm more interested in the hair that was there. Much more interesting to me.
Yeah. You do that sort of thing, don't you? We're going to get on with the game. I'm already running a little bit behind because I had a slow start. 28 players attempting this question. The correct answer was octopus. Octopus is what we were after there. Introduced in 1997, the octopus system was the second contactless smart card system in the world after the Korean U-Pass. So if you gave me octopus, you'll go green. If not, you'll go a nasty shade of red. Let's see, a prawn, a shark, oh, a squid over there, a starfish, a goldfish, seahorse, shrimp, seahorse, squid, jellyfish, seahorse, squid, clownfish, seal, and seahorse. All of those are incorrect. Of course, that was the last question of the row, so you may as well have attempted that one even if you didn't know. But if you did give me a wrong answer, I'm afraid it's off to the shadows. I'm seeing at least 4 green lights. In fact, I'm seeing 6. So the 4 fastest of you 6 will earn the final 4 first slots of this first row. Goodness me, that was a clumsy sentence. Let's find out who you are. Samster was fastest, AB Me was second, Joe was third, and 2 just getting in on the bubble there. The last player to get a spot on the row, Luca and Free Ruckus. Unfortunately, you were right, but you were not right fast enough. So very well done to the 4, 8, 12, 14 players who have earned passage so far. You will get first go at the next row, but for everybody else, if you have not yet gained passage, I'm afraid it's off to the shadows. However, before we do that, we have got the small matter of 2 empty slots. So anyone who's in the shadows, the ones with the highest scores and the lowest game time, I'm not sure if I can see any 3s in the shadows. It's all 2s. So if you've got 2 points and you haven't spent very long answering, you could be in for a second chance saloon. Let's find out who it's going to be. It's Matt and brand new Halo. Very well done. Welcome back into the game. We bring you back to the light. So, just a reminder, in this game, points don't count for everything. They do come into effect a bit later on, but they are not everything. But you do get 10 pennies for every correct answer that you give me, no matter what. Now, let's go on to the next row. The first question of this row is the owl question. There are 16 of you who are automatically in, vying for 12 places. Though, of course, if you are in the shadows, do continue to answer, because you could get a second chance saloon. Every question is now worth 2 points. Let's go to the owl question now. Freddy is a wheelchair user and asks the driver to pneumatically lower the bus to provide step-free access. What word beginning with K describes this action? David's answer not getting in. David whispering to the public chat. You may be grateful for that, David, because actually the correct answer there was kneeling. Kneeling, just to bring you a factoid on this. Kneeling buses improve accessibility for many other transit users, such as those with pushchairs. Kneeling or kneel would also have been accepted, I believe. Yes, it would. So if you gave me kneel or kneeling, you'll go green. If not, you're going to go a nasty shade of red. Curbing, kinematics, kinetic, kipple, kinetic. All incorrect, I'm afraid. Mostly from players who are already in the shadows, but in fact almost exclusively from players who are already in the shadows. So worth having a go, I suppose, but if you're wrong, off to the shadows you go. Oh no, there was at least one. I'm not sure who that was. Matt the Ref. Matt the Ref submitting kinetic, not the right answer. And you're back to the shadows, Matt. One trip out of the shadows and you're right back in. 1, 2, 3. Only 3 people getting that right. So we are going to have a second chance saloon. So those of you in the shadows should be vying for points at this point. See what I did there? Because you could get a second chance saloon. For now, Prugs, Lupine and Shapes, let's put you into the owl. Look like was fastest. Lupine was second, Prugs was third, and nobody getting that 4th slot, so that will be filled a bit later on. Let's go on to the zigzag question. Take a look at this. Radiolites at the site of the Broad Street Pump, made famous by which founder of epidemiology who sounds like a wintry Game of Thrones character? Only 2 players attempting this one. A lot of players in the shadows attempting this, not quite so many who are in the light. Bit of a clue there in your Matt Men repeat. A bit of a clue here in your Game of Thrones hints. If you're a Song of Ice and Fire fan, the answer was Jon Snow. Would also have accepted Snow. Map men, map men, map men, men. Yeah, sorry, don't know what happened there. Let's find out if you were right. Green if you were, red if you weren't. Big Ben Aaron go for Mr. Cold. Might as well have a guess in the shadows. Snowden from Natter, Jennings from J. Wright, Winters from Jers. Unfortunately, all incorrect, but already in the shadows, so you're just going to stay there. Now we've got more than 4. 1 of you is going to be disappointed. 5 of you who are in the light gave me a correct answer. Earned yourself 2 points, but only 4 of you can gain passage. Let's find out who. Toot was fastest, Samson was second, Innes was third, and ABME was 4th. Joe, bad luck, you are still in line. Still, yeah, Jon Snow without an H. That's the Game of Thrones character, but the actual person we were talking about there is Jon Snow with an H. And let me give you a factoid. Snow identified patterns in an 1854 cholera outbreak and traced them back to the Broad Street water pump. What a nice man. Joe, you've got one more question, so you might as well answer this next one, because if you abstain from this one, you go into the shadows anyway. Let's go on to the arm question. Not if you're in the shadows, Dev. No penalty for wrong answers, so you may as well try. The bus moves on to Trafalgar Square, which commemorates a battle whose bicentennial was in the same year as the second inauguration of which US president? A lot of stuff to pause on that question. And yes, just to Dev's point, once you're in the shadows, you might as well just play as much as you can. It's only if you're in the light where you've got to be careful. If you're in the shadows, you're already sort of out of the forerunning. You can only get a second chance saloon. So once you're in the shadows, you might as well give it a go. 24 players attempting that one. The correct answer was George W. Bush. Would also have accepted George Bush or Bush. Yeah, so any of those. Let's just unpick that question a little bit. Trafalgar was in 1805, making its bicentennial 2005, the year of the second inauguration of George W. Bush. George Bush the Younger. If you gave me Bush or some variation thereon, you'll go green. If not, you're going to go red. Oh my word! Oh! Holy potatoes! Abraham Lincoln, Obama, Quincy Adams, Jefferson, Trafalgar, Wilson, Grover Cleveland, Obama, Roosevelt, Nixon, Thomas Jefferson, Washington, Jefferson, Waterloo, Lincoln, Wellington, Washington, Obama, George W. Bush. A correct answer being given there by who's in yellow? It doesn't come up in my log if you get it right. Someone will tell me in a minute. Lincoln, Bush, Bush Jr. Effrontery. I will give you Bush Jr. I think that's acceptable. Effrontery, I have to unselect and reselect it, otherwise it won't be loaded properly. Yes, Bush Jr. 2 points for that. Obama, and oh, is it you, Luca? Apologies, I didn't recognise your yellow avatar, but you did get the right answer. You're already in the shadows, though, and unfortunately, quite a lot of you are going to be going to the shadows on this question. A lot of you getting it wrong. I'm afraid that's how the game works. So only Effrontery getting a right answer there. And it does look like some players have lost their slots on the board. and been ejected from there, which means your name has gone red. So Tooten Innis, you will not be eligible for a second chance saloon because you had a slot and you lost it. That's how that works. It doesn't come up very often, but when it does, that's why you go red. You can get a second chance saloon on the next row, so do keep answering. For now, effrontery, you're the only one to go onto the arm. Very well played, effrontery. So, everybody who has not given me an answer by the end of the row, I think you're already in the shadows. Oh no, Shapes and Brand New Halo and Joe, unfortunately, now is your time to go to the shadows. But we've only got 6 players gone through and we needed 12, which means the top 6 players, the highest scoring 6 players apart from Innis and Toot, who lost the slot on the row, will be given a second chance saloon. Let's find out who is going to be rejoining us for the second chance saloon on row number 2. Cario, Derek, Lewis, David, Zeus and Quizzle. Whole array of new players coming back in here, and that's how this game works. The swings in this game can be very exciting, so welcome back. You are back in the light at this point. 12 of you now vying for 8 places on the 3rd row. First of all, we've got the Horned Viper, and remember, every question on this row is worth 3 points, so even if you're in the shadows, do continue to answer. 10 pennies for every correct answer, and in this case 3 points per question as well. On we go. Horned Viper, here is the question. Eric is going to the National Gallery. In which capital city would you find the National Gallery of Canada? Is it a trick? 34 of you don't think so. 34 of you attempting this question. Let's have a look. The correct answer is, it's of course Ottawa, the capital city of Canada. The gallery's French name is Musée de Beaux-Arts du Canada. So there you go. It's my pidgin French for you. If you gave me Ottawa, you're going green. If not, you'll go red. Oh, Podo's gone for Ontario. Kira's gone for Vancouver. Matt's gone for Vancouver. A Montreal, a Toronto, another Toronto, Vancouver, Alberta and Montreal. I'm afraid those are not the right answers. Effrontery is, I think, the only player there who is in the light, who is going into the shadows. Very bad luck, but it's off to the shadows with you. Plenty of people in the light give me a right answer there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but only 4 slots available on the Horned Viper. Let's find out who was fastest. Zeus was there first, Derek was second, David was third, and Milk Like was fourth. AB Me, Lupine, Samster, Quizzle and Lucario. Bad luck, though lots of points being amassed there. Luca on 9, Lupine on 10. So even if they don't get in on the fist bump question, there's a good chance they may get a second chance saloon if one opens up. That is always the question. For now, we're going to go on to the fist bump question. Again, 3 points for every correct answer and 10 pennies for every question that you get. Let's have a look at the fist bump. Eric gets off the bus. They're hoping to see Van Eyck's Arnolfino portrait, a masterpiece painted in which century? Yeah, Derek going for the solid nope here. Probably a wise idea since you've already got a slot. Samster not certain enough. You might as well try though, Samster. Because if you abstain, you know you're going to be chucked into the shadows anyway. You've got to remember the nuances of this game. If you abstain, you might as well give it a go. I probably should have said that before the question, to be fair. But hey ho, there we go. The fist bump question is what we're after, and the answer was the 1400s. Answers that would have been accepted there: 15th, 1400, or 15. Without the zeros. Yes, as early as that, David Bodycam. Let's take a look. If you were right, you'll go green. If not, you'll go red. Blimey O'Reilly. 18th, 19th, 16th, 17th, 16th, 18th, 17th, 17th, 20th, 18th. A couple of 15ths there from Dogfish and Inca. 18th, 19th, 15th, Netherlands. Interesting guess. 17th, 18th, 15th. The right answer from Lewis there. And 18th, 16th, 17th, 17th. 15th from Sparrow Castle, Italy. 17th from Quizzle. 15th is the right answer from Luca. 18th, 17th, 18th, 15th. Samster abstaining and David abstaining. Remember, you might as well give it a go. It's the last one on the row, but it does mean you're going to be sent to the shadows in just a minute. And if you got that wrong, you're going there now. Only 2 players, Luca and Lewis, are going to get the slots on the fist bump. Let's put them in the right order. Lewis was first and Luca was second. And it does mean, oh god, David, you already had passage, so that's fine. Ignore me completely. It just means Samsa, who could have taken a punt on that question but chose not to, is going to be cast off into the shadows. Bad luck, Samsa. Cheerio. But we have got 2 slots, so the highest scoring players in the shadows are going to be given a re-invitation to come and join us. Let's find out who it's going to be. It's Inca and Lupine, 2 just being eked out on time there. Suits obviously spent just a little bit more time answering the questions than Innis and Lupine. Innis and Lupine, welcome back to the game. Always interesting to assess the pyramid at this point. Milk-like Substance is the only player who has been on the pyramid for every single row and stayed on it for every single row. In fact, getting out on every single tile of the first row. If you can keep that up, Milk-like, then you're going to be in the final. David joining on the second row, likewise Zeus. In fact, everybody else apart from Lupine and Inca joining on the second row. So, final category for the main game is the sperm tile. There is 4 points available if you are in the shadows, so do give it a go because it could make all the difference if a slot opens up. 8 players competing for 4 places. Let's have a look at the question. The bus passes Horse Guards Parade, which hosted which specific 2-player team event at the 2012 Olympics? Players attempting this, including 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the players in the shadows. In the light, rather, Innis not having a go, so Innis is not going to be in the final no matter what happens, unless he gets a second chance saloon if one becomes available. The correct answer was beach volleyball. The beach volleyball is what we're after. Just to give you a citation on the last question, there's no universal agreement among art historians as to what the portrait is intended to represent, with some arguing it depicts a marriage, others a betrothal, while a more recent theory is that it is a memorial to the woman depicted. That was with relation to Van Eyck's Arnolfini. This question, the BBC cites the legacy of the event is that sand used for the test event for the games was recycled at sports venues around London. Beach volleyball is what we're after. If you gave me anything other than that, you'll go red. If you gave me beach volleyball, you're going to go green. Arnolfini by Van Eyck. Now let me just consult with my answer variance on this one. Beach volleyball is the only answer that's been given here. Indoor volleyball is 6, so if you just put volleyball, I'm disinclined to accept it. ABME has put beach volley. I think I can see what you mean there, ABME, so I am going to allow that and give you the 4 points associated with this question. Very nice. Badminton, equestrian, polo, volleyball, as discussed, Matt. Not quite specific enough, I'm afraid. Fencing, badminton, jousting, table tennis, luge. Effrontery, same argument, volleyball, not specific enough, and fencing. Unfortunately, not enough with volleyball. We do need beach volleyball. In fact, the question said specific 2-player team events. So yes, volleyball is 6, and it does ask for specific. So unfortunately, if you gave me a wrong answer, it's off to the shadows. Oh my word. Milk-like is gone. So everyone is on a second chance saloon here, who's coming on the second row. 6 of you got it right, who are in the light. Only 4 of you can progress onto the sperm. Let's find out who was fastest. Derek was first, David was second, Lupine was third, and Zeus was fourth. Lewis and Lucario. Unfortunately, Lucario, I think the high scoring player, was 16. So do keep answering, Luca, because you could very well come back into the game on a second chance saloon in the final. But for now, and for Lewis as well, it's off to the shadows. So we have our 4 finalists: Zeus on 11, Derek on 12, Lupine on 14, David on 11. There are lots of players in the shadows with equal, and in some cases more than those scores, if not very, very close. Every question in the final is worth 5 points, so remember those second chance saloons could still be very forthcoming. But for now, we don't have any second chance saloons here. Let's go to the final. Let's rotate the pyramid. There we have Zeus, Derek, Lupine, and David. There are now 3 tiles available on this first question. The row now represent 1 question, so 3 slots available for the question. 5 points available for this, and remember, high scores do still get a second chance saloon here, so keep answering. Even if you're on 0, you could theoretically still get a second chance saloon. Actually, no, because Lucario's got 16, so ignore me. But if you're on 1, you could theoretically still get a second chance saloon at this point. But first dibs go to Zeus, Derek, Lupine, and David. 4 of them scrumming it out for one of these 3 slots. Let's have a look at the bass clef, mosaic, and cup questions. The bus is a 40-foot long double-decker. Including the end zones, how many double-decker buses long is an American football field? Unsurprisingly, all 4 of them are attempting it. 35 players giving this question a go. The correct answer was 9. 9 double-decker buses long. An American football field is 120 yards long, including 10 yards for each end zone. This totals 360 feet. So 9 was the answer. We were after 9 times 40 would give you 360. If you gave me 9, you'll go green. If not, you're going to go red. Oh, Zeus going for 8. Just 1 out there. Derek going for 3. David going for 6. And Lupine going for 12. So all of our players in the light are wrong. Only a handful of them are correct. 40, 33, 9, 8, 88. I don't think there's any margin for typos here. It's either 9 or the word 9 is what you needed. So unfortunately, all 4 of you are going to the shadows. I haven't seen this for a long time. All players in the shadows, which means it is going to come down to high scores at this point. If you are one of the 3 high scorers, you are going to get a slot on this row. Let's find out who they are. Oh, no. First of all, I have to show that nobody is progressing. At least I hope that's what's going on here. Christ. I hope it's going to fill them in now. Yes, because that was filling you in. Sorry, I've got my progress gameplay gone. No winners this time. No, there's always a winner on the pyramid. Now we go to the points. Let's find out. That's putting any players who didn't answer into the dark, of which there were none. Let's go on to who's getting on this row. Behave, Zeus. Lewis is there, Lucario's there, and AB is there. And look at this, we have got a massive turnaround. 3 brand new players coming in on row 2 of the final. This is tense. It could still go any which way because there are, of course, 5 points available per question. Welcome back, Lewis, Lucario, and AB Me. The next row, there is the pipe and the chick. 5 points per question, but only 2 slots out of 3 players available. Have a look. Here's your question. Bump. The bus hit a pothole, and now the destination reads, "Am a Cheap King Club." Who is the most famous resident of where the bus is headed? Wrong window, David, my darling. Wrong window. Oh, no, I'll delete that one. There we go. Gonna stop now. Don't worry about it. It happens to us all. It's in your excitement. The correct answer was, as David pointed out, the Queen. And a Cheap King Club is an anagram of Buckingham Palace, and that's a beautiful anagram because it references where it's going as well as being a valid anagram. The Queen, Queen Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth II, Elizabeth II, Elizabeth. Also, the royal family would also have been accepted. Green if you gave me a right answer, red if you did not. Elvis Presley. Oh, Pony's got the anagram Buckingham Palace. I did say it was an RTFQ pack. Shakespeare. All the wrong answers there. Queen or some variation thereon are the right answers that have been given. But look at this. Lucario, the only person to give the right answer. Lewis T and AB Me not offering an answer, which means you are going to be sent to the shadows. In just a minute. That's the wrong answers going in first. Let's find out which 2 of you were fastest. There's only 1 of you available. It's Lucario. Now it makes sense what the button presses were, because now AB Me and Lewis, despite getting here, you are going back to the shadows. That's what that button press was all about. But there is an empty slot. Who's got the high score? I think I can see who it is. We're going to welcome back 1 player to the game. And it's the Lupine one. Welcome back in, Ralph. Lucario and Lupine battling out for the final Falcon question, or is it an Eagle? Not quite sure. I'm going to go with Eagle. One question left, and of course, the high score does take it if both of these players get it wrong, which means technically Lewis could still win, currently sitting on 17. Samster could still win, currently sitting on 17. 5 points available here. We could have a chaotic pyramid, which would be on point for this stream, given how my mind's gone blank went. Let's have a look at the final question. It's the Eagle question. 5 points for this. Good luck. Who's driving the bus? Tentatively, yes? Well, Lupine and Luca both gave us a correct answer. Can you hark back? It was said at the beginning. Who was on the bus? In fact, let me give you the factoid from the last week. Anagram of Buckingham Palace was the factoid there. So it was Alex, Bobby and Charlie, our passengers on the bus. There was a big clue because it was A, B, C and the driver began with a D. It was David. Absolutely, Ash is on point there. A, B, C, D helped to notice this on the question. If you gave me David, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. It was David J all along. Da, 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 da. Who's been messing up? Sorry, spoilers for a particular show. I'm not going to say which show because if you're in the middle of watching it, that's spoilers. That song. I didn't say the actual name of who it was all along. But yes, it was David all along. David all along. Charlie, Derek, Charlie, Andy, Derek, Dave. It wasn't. The question did say David Kira, so I can't accept Dave. Me says felt like substance. Charlie, Dennis, the driver. Technically correct, but we did have a name. Alex, Riff, Eddie, Ben, Eric, Charlie, and Jurg from Samster. Oh my goodness gracious me! If you gave me a wrong answer, you're going into the dark. Both of our live players have gone dark. Luca and Lupine, you're both in the shadows, which means nobody can take the eagle. And as we know, when this happens, if you're still in the light, you've now got to go into the shadows. There's no one there, but it does mean the high scorer with the lowest time, and I can see two players with 22 points. Lewis and Derek both on 22. Luca just a point behind on 21. It's the player with the lowest amount of time spent answering questions is going to scale the pyramid tonight, and there are no silver medals in this game. It's just a gold medal and that coveted place in the Hall of Fame. Who has scaled the pyramid tonight? It's Derek! Derek has done it by a nose. Very well played, Derek. I think first time playing the pyramid, and there is your gold medal for it. Lewis, commiserations. So close there. It came down to a matter of time. But it does mean at the end of this very exciting game of the pyramid, the winner is Derek. You have scaled the pyramid. I'm knackered. I've only done one game. We're doing 3 tonight, and it's 9:05 already. Can I just say a massive thank you to Riff Raccoon for an absolutely delightful question pack. Absolutely first-rate work, Riff, there. I feel slightly bad only giving you 50 pennies for it because there's clearly a lot of work gone into it, but that is the current going rate. As ever, I am open to suggestions on the pack thing. The pyramid is a shorter game. It's 13 compared to some of the other games that we have where it's a little bit longer. But Riff, just a delightful pack, and I need to remember to do author bonus, so it gives you an author credit as well. Just an absolute delight. So thank you very much. Free isn't the word used to describe it. Free Ruck as well. Issa, I thought it was tremendously fun and very well thought through. So thank you very much to Riff for that. And hey, let's not forget. Where are you? The pyramid win. Derek Agony, your medal cabinet is getting rather full at this point. Let's award medal to you. Pyramid win, Derek Agony. There you go. Oh, wow. What a great game. That was a huge amount of fun. Really enjoyed that. Thank you very much for playing. I hope you enjoyed it as well. And we're one game in of 3. This was the short game. Oh. Silent Marine gifting out a sub to Riff Raccoon there. Thank you very much for the generosity, Silent Marine. And welcome on in, Riff Raccoon. That is Silent Marine's thanks to you for the question pack. Enjoy ad-free viewing for the next month. Wow, great pyramid game. You should get 10 pennies for every question you got right. It's not 10 times your score, because obviously some questions are worth more. And you can technically get like something like 34 in this game, so that would have made it a bit of a skew. But you should get 2 pennies for every question that you got right. And Matt the Ref following up by gifting out the gift to Derek Agony, our winner of the game. And thank you for your generosity there, Matt. And Derek Agony, welcome to the fam. Enjoy ad-free viewing for the next month. Right, I'm going to take a little break. We're going to play Number Wang during the break. The show goes on. Polka Nuts gifting out a sub there to Lewis T. Of course, our valiant runner-up. Doesn't get a medal for it, but you do get a gift sub there from Polka Nuts. Thank you very much for the generosity, Polka Nuts. And welcome to the fan, Lewis T. Enjoy ad-free viewing for the next month. And, oh, you've kicked off a hype train. Look what you've gone and done. You've only gone and kicked off a hype train. Well, we're going to play Number Wang during the break because this is me being spontaneous. And it gives me time just to go and sort of stretch my legs and calm down slightly after that pack and say hello to my wife, who I've not seen all day because we've both been out in various guises. So, time for Wang. I tell you what, let me initiate another bonus. There's another pyramid bonus, Pyramid 98. Stick around because after Number Wang, we are going to be playing The Escape Artist from Big Man Aaron. Really lovely pack from Big Man Aaron. Might be a couple of themes in it. Might not be. You'll have to wait and see. Big thanks to Sapster as well, who has proofread this pack. It's looking really, really nice. So I do hope that you'll enjoy it. And then, of course, we'll be wrapping the night off with That Is the Question, the latest game to this channel. So stay right there. We're going to have some Number Wang during the break. If you want to go stretch your legs, grab a drink, go for a smoke or whatever it is you do, you'll have about 7 or 8 minutes to get till we get through Number Wang. And then Penny Wang, yeah, quite. And then we'll get on with The Escape Artist. So thank you very much for playing, and congratulations to Derek. You have scaled the pyramid. And thank you very much to Jers for that 3-month subscription. I'm just going to load up Number Wang, and then we'll play Number Wang. I'll go stretch my legs, and The Escape Artist will be right here in about 7 or 8 minutes' time. Enjoy. Hello and welcome to Number Wang, the maths quiz that simply everyone is talking about. Okay, number Wang. Index out of the bounds of the array. That's new. Wang overflow. Yeah, apparently. What's going on with that? Game control 89. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. I did think it was odd that it didn't start when the lobby filled. It should just automatically start when there's a full lobby. What's happening there? Might be that... It might be that actually there's more players joining than it's got space for. It should just prevent you from joining. No, activate players with less than 28. So that should be fine. Don't know what's happened there. We'll try again. Chaos. Chaos.
Hello and welcome to Number Wang, the maths quiz that simply everyone is talking about.
And a message from our sponsor, Zoo.
Go on text to speech. Do your thing.
Well, if you're ready, let's play Number Wang.
Person in suit levitating.
That's Number Wang. 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 Let's go to the maths board. That's number wang. 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 That's the number wang bonus. Triple number wang to you. Everything hinges on this final round. Yes, it's time for Wanganum. Let's rotate the board. That's Wanganum! Bad luck, most of you have been Wanganummed, but the one person who hasn't, you are today's Number Wang. That's all from Number Wang, but until tomorrow's edition, stay Number Wang, and remember out there, good Number Wang! Welcome to the Escape Artist. TQRO if you want to come play. AKA Quiz Prison. We have got Big Man Aaron's question pack here. And it's the second game in as many games where there is only one winner and sometimes not even that. If you want to come and play, TQRO is what you need to type in. Remember that this game is done pretty much exclusively to whispers. You can make your avatar chat by typing into public chat, preceding any message with an exclamation mark. Example, exclamation mark, your message here. Do come and join the lobby if you would like to play. This is Big Man Aaron's pack, proof by Samster. Very grateful to both of them for their efforts. Pop your way in if you'd like to play. 32, 31 so far, 31 players. You are. Wrong game though, Danger Zone is Tuesday, Jers. Come and play Danger Zone with us on Tuesday. That's happening right here, twitch.tv/royal_flush, Tuesday night at 8 PM, as well as some more Buzz Off. We've got the next two of games of the Buzz Off tournament happening on Tuesday, and then we'll be following that up with Danger Zone 2, as written by Jay White. So very much looking forward to that. I do hope you can join us for that. Now, 34 players so far, and growing. Having read through this pack, this is more in keeping with the difficulty curve that I think the Escape Artist should be aiming for. It's not necessarily about how difficult the questions are, but about how much hubris you are feeling that you have, particularly in round one. Round one, of course, every question is ranked and you get more points for answering more difficult questions correctly, but of course you can get caught out, trapped and ejected from the game if you don't answer enough. Hubris, hashtag hubris, absolutely. So we've got 35 in so far. We need another 4 to complete this row, and then we will open up the bottom row. I'll give you another minute or so because the evening is pressing on. He's going to watch. That's fine, Agent Beardman. Welcome to the stream. Lovely to see you. Also, other people who've joined us who I haven't said hello to. Tyson. Hello, Tyson. And Jers. I'm not sure if I've said hello to you. Coconuts and Reese, if I haven't said hello to you either, welcome on in. Lovely to have you here. Hope you're keeping well. Hubris is a very British circumstance. Very much so. Your call is important to us. Welcome to the Escape Artist call centre. Want some more pennies? I've given you 10 pennies. I can wait. We can wait on the pennies a little bit longer, I'm sure. Right. 30 seconds, and then we're going to get this game underway. The objective of the game is, of course, to escape. And if you can do that, then you could become the Escape Artist. But 30 questions, or up to 30 questions, stand between you and that title. 35 players, 10 seconds. I'll give it one more pan after this one, and then we are going to lock you in. Right, one more pan then. Last call. Last call to come play the game. TQRO if you want to do that. Are you breaking my bot, G. Eisens? Shame. Shame on you. Right. I'm going to find the Escape Artist. Where is it? Under E for Escape Artist. Fantastic. Let's lock you in. Round one is called Initiate. There are 10 questions in this round. Each question is worth... Get everything else fair enough. Each question is worth the value printed up there in the top left-hand corner. So, for example, question 1 is worth 8 points, question 2 is worth 3 points, question 3 is worth 7 points, and so on. So you've got a nice, relatively easy 2-pointer at the end. Of course, you need to answer 5 of these questions, any 5. You cannot answer more than 5. Once you have answered 5, you will be prevented from answering any more. So what you've got to decide is which questions you want to play, because the more points the question is worth, the harder, in theory, the question is. So do you want to play the 5 easiest? Do you want to try and play the 5 hardest? Or do you want to go for a bit of a mix? Do you want to try and get out as soon as... Sorry, my bad, Ash, wanna stream. Do you want to try and escape as quickly as you can and answer the first 5 questions? I've got some easy ones in the first half, the 3, the 1, the 4. The 5 is at the beginning of the second half, some harder questions later on. So this could make for a very interesting spread. Once you've answered 5 questions, you are frozen out and cannot answer anymore, but you are escaped into round 2. In front of you, there are 3 green lights. These represent your lives. If you get a question wrong, you lose a life. If you run out of lives, you are eliminated from the game, and you take no further part in it. And that is Number Wang. Yes, yes, indeed, yes, it is. If you reach a position where there are no longer enough questions for you to answer enough to escape, then you will also be eliminated from the game. In this game, I will give you 5 pennies for every question that you give me a correct answer to, which means technically there are 150 pennies available, as well as the Escape Artist Medal, which is... doesn't come every week necessarily. We don't necessarily always have a winner in this game, but let's see what you can do with it. Best of luck to you all. Let's play the Escape Artist. Question number 1 is worth 8 points. Take a look at this. In office from 1903 to 1903, Edmund Barton was the first Prime Minister of which country? Whispering to the bots, keep your eyes on the chat. Maybe you don't have to play. And if you don't know, you do not have to play. 18 out of 35 attempting that one. Correct answer was Australia. Australia is the answer we're after. Joe going for Canada. Innes for New Zealand. Derek also going for New Zealand. Oni also going for Canada. Cetra Great Britain. Murphy the UK. Brand New Halo Ireland. And Energia Canada. Unfortunately, incorrect answers, which means you're going to lose a life. Everyone who gave me a correct answer, very well done. You've got 8 points. Let's light you back up. Here we go, question 2. Difficulty should be getting a little easier now, so this is where you may need to start deciding, are you going to play or are you going to wait for some more difficult questions later on. Question number 2, worth 3 points. Take a look. The phrase derived from the US sitcom Happy Days, meaning a failed attempt at generating publicity for a TV show that has lost popularity, is known as jumping the what? Just 4 players sitting that one out. 31 out of 35 attempting it. Of those 4 players who sat out, 3 have already answered a question correctly. So let's have a look and see how you answered. The correct answer was shark. Jumping the shark. Jumping the gun is not derived from that particular show, I'm afraid. Let me just see if I can bring up my question pack. Ready for use. The Escape Artist Big Man Aaron. And we're grateful to Big Man Aaron for this question pack. Let me just wait for that file to load. Thank you very much. There's my scroll bar. Over you come. I'm not sure if I've got factoids for this. I might just have citations. I have just got citations, so I haven't actually got factoids for this one. So jumping the gun is not the right answer, but jumping the shark is what you needed to give me. Murphy going for the shark, actually. I've just noticed that. I should probably look through these answers before jumping the shark, so to speak. But jumping the gun, that would be a case of jumping the gun. But Murphy giving me jumping the shark. I will overlook that extra the there, Murphy, and condone that for you. I'll give you your 3 points. Anything else? Jumping the wall, jumping the bandwagon, jumping the jumping from effrontery, and gun from Matt and Kira, both incorrect, I'm afraid. Let's light you back up. Question number 3, upping the difficulty curve again a little bit here. This one is worth 7 points. Take a look. Who represented the UK in Eurovision the year that there was a 4-way tie for first place? Only 5 attempting this one. Quizzle, Shapes, Oni, Natter and Jers all having a go at this one for 7 points. The correct answer was Lulu. Oh, Quizzle going for Cliff Richard. That is not the right answer, I'm afraid. You are going to lose a life on that. Everybody else giving me the correct answer. Very well done. 7 points. Let's light you back up. Onwards then, the easiest question of the pack. Question number 4. Not Daz Sampson. What did you learn at school today? That's what the teachers used to say. What year was that? Was that 2006?
It's the only thing I know about that, because my housemate at university was doing performing arts, and for rendition, 2006, and they sort of did a pastiche of the music video as part of a project, and I watched it a lot, and I decided I really liked that song. I'm fully with you on that, Derek. I'm really not a Eurovision fan, but But I do like that song, that particular one by Dan Sampson. Let's go on question 4. It's worth 1 point. Take a look. The songs "Do You Want to Build a Snowman" and "Let It Go" appear in the soundtrack to its 2013 Disney film. Why did you learn at school today? What the teachers used to say, don't kiss me. But they don't know, don't understand, do they? Why do they always give advice? Saying just be nice, always think twice. When it's been a long time since they've had let's go. Sorry, I'm going to stop that now. Right. The songs "Do You Want to Build a Snowman" and "Let It Go" appear on the soundtrack to which 2013 Disney film? It was the 1 pointer. 29 out of 35 attempting it. The correct answer was Frozen. Frozen is what we needed. Murphy managing to typo on that question, although the 2 and the E are reasonably close to each other, Murphy. Again, I'm going to condone that. Because I can, phonetic plausibility, I can see what it is you're getting at there. Condone answer. Do Freebird. No. Derek said that's enough, but it sounds like he's using a serious voice, so I will listen. Well done. 1 point all around there. Let's light you back up. Question number 5. This is a 4-pointer. Cetra is down to a last life, as is Energia. So do tread carefully. One more wrong answer, you will be eliminated from the game. Nobody yet poised to escape, but also nobody yet needing all of the remaining questions. Take a look. Question number 5. It's for 4 points. What nationality can come before Gothic to give the name of a 1930 painting, or before Hustle and Psycho to give Oscar-nominated film titles? 30 out of 35 attempted this one, just 5 players sitting it out. Click on the right window there. Correct answer was American, as in American Gothic by Grant Wood, and American Hustle and American Psycho, the latter of which starred Christian Bale. Murphy, Armkian. Yeah, all right, okay. I'm going to condone that one, but do what you're typing here, Murphy, because that's 3 in a row now. I've condoned for American. Yeah, I suppose you could get away with American there, but you've got time. Don't worry, you've got time. 15 seconds per question. It's loads of time to make sure the spelling's right. Again, everybody giving a correct answer there who attempted it 4 points each. Let's light you back up. Apparently, American Psycho got an Oscar nomination. Right. On we go. Question number 6. This is a 5-pointer. We have got some players now who are 1 away. Zeus, Johnny Chung, Quizface, Jers, Natter, Cola, and Poconuts. 1 more out of 5 will see you good to escaping. Remember, you cannot answer anymore once you have escaped the round, and your points are fixed. Nobody yet requiring all of them, which means everybody's got at least 1 question right. Still just Cetra and Energia on their final life. Have a look at question number 6. It's worth 5 points. Which of the 4 New Testament Gospels comes last alphabetically? (23 out of 35 attempting it. The correct answer was Matthew. Yes, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John is the traditional order in which they are read, and I think the order in which they appear in the Bible. Yet Matthew, which is the one we say first, is the one that appears last alphabetically, coming after Mark. Luke, Peter, no Gospel of Peter, Paul, Luke, Genesis, Luke, and Luke all are incorrect answers, I'm afraid. Nobody getting eliminated there, so let's light you back up. Cola becomes the first player to escape there. Well played, Cola. 21 points will be taken through into the next round. 14 players are now 1 away from escaping. I won't go through all your names, but if you're flashing and you're light blue, that is you. We have got a few oranges at this point. If you require all of the remaining questions, etc., effrontery, J White, you've got to give me the remaining 4 questions or you will be eliminated. And if you're on your last life, there's 5 of you now, lose another life and you're eliminated from the game. Worth saying at this point, for every life you've got left intact at the end of the round, I will give you a bonus point. Had a realisation, Ben's singing voice is very reminiscent of Davy Jones. What, Davy Jones, what, from What, Pirates of the Caribbean? Bill Nye, Dave, as in Davy Jones' locker. Oh, that's got an E in it, hasn't it? Possibly. Aye, Jack Sparrow. No, I'm not going to go into Bill Nye impressions. Question number 7 is worth 10 points. Take a look. Hardest one of the lot. Oh, from the Monkeys. Fair. Founded in Copenhagen and opened in 1583, is believed to be the world's oldest example of what still in operation? Diary have Sparken. Dyer have Sparken? Dyer have Sparken, I think is the way you pronounce that. Quiz face. That was the correct answer, but unfortunately it was out of time. 11 out of 34 attempting this. Correct answer was amusement park or theme park. Both would have been accepted. Brewery, ice cream, dry dock, bakery, museum. Nailed it. Ferris wheel and bakery, all incorrect answers, I'm afraid. It does mean we have got our first casualties of the game. 4 players, J White, Cetra, Effrontery and Energia. Either your lives are exhausted or it's impossible for you to escape. Either way, it's the end of the road. And it's lights out. Brutal, this game. Right, Oni and Zeus have joined Cola amongst the escaped ranks, and we'll go through to round number 2. Very well played. 26 and 26 for both of you. Cola still on 21. If you want to weigh your light blue at this point, any of the next 3 questions, a 9, a 6 or a 2 to choose from. If you require all of them, yes, you are in danger, G. Isons, along with Free Ruckus and Joe Has No Talent. You've got to give me all 3 of the next questions, the 9, the 6 and the 2, in order to escape the round. And if you're on your last life, Matt and Brand New Halo, do tread carefully. One more wrong answer will send you out of the game. Best luck. Question number 8 is worth 9 points. Take a look at this. Supposedly because his daughter was a fan of the band, which actor signed off on his voice being sampled for a 1984 song by Madness that bears his name? The 7 players attempted this. 7 out of 28. 3 have escaped, and 7 players have gone silver and are attempting the question. The correct answer was Michael Caine. Michael Caine, yes, indeed. Free Ruckus going for Sting. That is not the right answer, I'm afraid, and I think that does mean the time has come for you to leave the game. Yes, indeed. Joe Has No Talent, the Isons, and Free Ruckus. Either you're out of lives, or there are not enough questions left for you to escape. Either way, it's the end of the road, and it's lights out. A few more players have now escaped. We've got 6. Zeus, Jogging Chum, Cola, Oni, Quizzle and Shapes. Very well done. You have escaped through to the next round. If you are one away, you've got a choice of a 6-pointer or a 2-pointer. You're flashing now and in light blue. Either of the next 2 questions will see you through to escaping. If you need both of the next 2 questions, you're orange and you're flashing now. You've got to give me the 6-pointer and the 2-pointer correctly in order to escape. If you're on your last life, tread carefully. Matt, Brand New Halo. A wrong answer will expel you from the game. 6 points for this next one then. 1 point, remember, for every life you have left intact at the end of the round. Good luck. Here is question number 9. It's worth 6 points. Which standard paper size has the dimensions of 594 by 420 millimeters? Out of 22, just 3 players sitting this one out. Possibly, in fact, all 3 of them are waiting for the 2-pointer and safety into the next round. It will be an easier question rather than taking a risk. The correct answer here was a 2, 594 by 420. A lot of wrong answers in here, an awful lot of wrong answers. In fact, only Matt and Prue's give me the correct answer of A2. A3, A3, A6, A4, A3, A4, A3, A4, A4, A5. A letter. It's not something we have in the UK, but it's about A4 letter. It's certainly not A2. A3, 34, which is not the right answer. A3, A4, A3, A3, all incorrect, I'm afraid. 17 wrong answers in there, but of those, 6 have led to elimination, I'm afraid. Tyson Bain, Brand New Halo, Murphy, Dogfish, Reeswin, and Sparrow Castle. I'm afraid there are either not enough questions or you've run out of lives. Either way, it's the end of the road. It's lights out. 5 points by players. Now then. What started as, I believe, 35-ish. Still only 6 escaping. Zeus, Jogging Chum, Cola, Oni, Quizzle, and Shapes. The only players safe at the moment. There are 16 players who require all. You're orange and you're flashing now. You've got to give me this last question correctly. 6 players with 1 life left. Lupine, Innes, Matt, Jers, Derek, and Natter. Academic when it comes to question number 10. It's only worth 2 points. It should be easy. But will it be? Let's have a look. Question 10. For 2 points. Good luck. popular during the Victorian era. A bicycle with one large wheel at the front and a smaller wheel at the back is often called a penny what? All 16 players locking in. A few from Proogs right there. Correct answer was farthing, penny farthing. Got a red light, Natter. Farthing. Oh, let's see what's happened there. Yeah, you can have that, Natter. You can have that. Phonetic plausibility can go, Natter. I can see what you mean. I'm feeling generous tonight. Right, it means everybody who answered that question has escaped. 22 players in total escaping that round with a whole myriad of points. Very well played. If you did get through, for every life that you've got left at this point, I'm going to give you an extra point. Let's go on to round... Oh, let's press reset first of all. And let's go on to round number 2. Round 2 is sustain. Target has been generated in the top left-hand corner. The target is 51. This is generated by the highest scoring player plus 15. Somebody presumably has 36. Yes, we like shapes. Sitting on 36 is the highest scoring player. This means even the highest scoring player has to answer at least 3 questions because every question is now worth 5 points. The objective of this round is to hit that target of 51. If you hit that target, you will have escaped the round. If you do not hit that target, you will be eliminated from the round. Additionally, if there are not enough questions for you to hit that target, you will be eliminated from the game. If you run out of lives, we've given you 3 brand new lives, you'll notice. If you run out of lives, you will be eliminated from the game. One difference with this round is that once you have escaped, you may continue to answer questions, but do be careful, because even if you've escaped, you can still be eliminated if you run out of lives. So, bear in mind, once you've escaped, you can continue to answer, but is it worth the risk? For every life you've got left at the end of the round, we'll give you a bonus of 2 points. So do think carefully. If you've escaped, do you want to carry on? 10 questions in total in the round, 5 points for each of them. Best of luck to all 22 of you. Here is question number 1. In the Bible and other holy books, what are cherubim and seraphim? Taking this moment to refill my pipe. That's exhausted that liquid. I'm going to have to go and get some more tomorrow. 19 out of 22 players attempting this one. Hopefully a nice gentle start. The correct answer was angels. Angel or angels would be good. Herbs, no, Matt, they are not herbs. They are the holy cherubim and seraphim. They are choirs of angels. Very well done, everyone who gave me a right answer. That is 5 points. Matt, you're going to lose a life. Let's light you back up. 9 more copies of that same question. I guarantee nothing of Bodo Nueva. Let's go on. Question number 2. According to the common expression, who rushes in where angels fear to tread? Out of 22, just Matt and Kira sitting this one out. Correct answer was fools. I will accept a fool from Innes and Ducario there. A fool that rushes in where angels. Fool or fools was accepted, but adding the indefinite article has short-circuited the spell checker, but I can see what you mean. So Innes, I'll give you that. And Luca, I'll give you that. And Shapes as well. I beg your pardon, Shapes, I didn't see you down there. I'll give you that. Devils, however, Coda, I will not accept. Wise men say, fools rush in where angels fear to tread. Again, pretty clean board. A lot of green going on there. Just Coda going to lose a life. Let's light you back up. I'm going to question 3. No other alarming colours just yet. A couple of red lights up there, but everyone's still in silver. Nobody escaping. Let's go on to question number 3. The first episode of the British sitcom Only Fools and Horses was broadcast in which decade? So on this occasion, I don't actually know. I've not looked at this pack because, as I say, Sam's approved this one for me. So I just made sure that the pack passed. I didn't look at the answer. I think this is the 70s. Let's find out. Really? Really? Wow. I would have got that one wrong. I'm on your side if you said 70s. 1981 is what we're being told right here, according to Toot's old VHS. Well, Zeus, Innes, Matt, Apodo, Jogging Chum, Jers, You're in good company, because with me I thought 70s. 50s list, which is not the right answer. 80s, I'm not sure why that's not condoned there, Natter, but I will give that to you. 80s is the correct answer. Let's condone that. Derek, 1982. Possibly 2 and the enter key on the keypad are close. It was meant to be 1980s, not 80. Okay, fine. Thank you, Derek. I will trust you on that one. I have no reason not to. And you got the 8 in there, which is the main thing. So I will give you that. So if you said 70s or 50s, I'm afraid you're about to lose a life. Everybody else getting themselves 5 points. Very well played. Let's light you back up. So we've got some colours going on. Matt. Tall order, you need the next 7 questions in order to hit that target at 51, and you've only got 1 life with which to do it. The other side of the spectrum, Toot, Luca, Shapes, 1 more will see you good to escaping. Remember, you can continue to answer after you've escaped, but you can still be eliminated if you run out of lives. 2 points for every life you've got left at the end of the round, but you must hit 51 before those bonuses are applied. Fingers on buzzers, everyone. Here's question number 4. What word completes the title of a 1988 heist comedy film starring John Cleese and Jamie Lee Curtis? A blank called Wonder. Kira sitting this one out. Everyone else giving it a go. The correct answer is fish. Yes, it is. Everybody getting the right answer. A fish called Wanda. Very well done. And Toot, Shapes, and Luca become the first 3 to escape this round, though of course they may continue to answer questions to maximise their scores. Let's light you back up. Matt still requiring all, still only on 1 life. Oni is now 1 away. Any of the next 6 questions, Oni will see you good to escaping. Currently sat on 48. Target's 51. On we go. Question number 5. Have a look. No such thing as a fish, that's also true. Complete the slang phrase for being murdered. Blank with the fishes. All 22 players are in, including our 3 escapees as well. Cheery, yeah. Has anyone noticed the trend yet? Correct answer is swimming. Also would have accepted sleeping, or swim or sleep. Swimming, sleeping, sleep with the fishes. Everybody give me a correct answer. Very well played. We've now got 4 players who've escaped. Toot, Oni, Luca, and We Like Shapes. Luca becoming... No, Oni, beg your pardon, becoming the 4th player to escape. And everyone else green. Let's light you back up. Matt, still requiring all 5 of the remaining questions, sat there in orange. Who's 1 away? Zeus and Riff. Any of the next 5 questions will see you escape. Zeus on 2 lives. Riff still got all 3 intact. Let's go on. Question number 6. An Olympic triathlon consists of swimming, road cycling, and which other discipline? Again, all 22 players attempting this one. The correct answer is running. Running. Riff going for running a lot. You've got running in the answer, so I'm inclined to accept that one. Riff. Condone. Running a lot. That sees you escaping. Marathon. I don't know that it is a marathon, Matt. I don't think it is. I'm going to check my citation on this one. Please open in the right tab. Thank you. I mean, if it is a marathon, I'll give it to you. The Olympic distance or standard distance triathlon is a multi-sport event consisting of a 1.5 mile swim, 40,000 bike, and a 10,000. That's a 6.2 mile run. That is, oh, P bananas is apparently this track. That is not a marathon, that. So I'm afraid I can't condone that. Terribly sorry, but that is going to be the end of your luck. Oh, what's happening? Yeah. Thanks for jumping on that, Ash. Yeah, if we could keep, I've generally got factoids. If I need to go for a second opinion, I generally go to the question writer and then the proofer, and if neither of them are present, then I will then go to a moderator. If we could not all just be chipping into the chat on the answers, it just adds confusion to the proceedings, and I'm generally not likely to look at it. So thanks, but no thanks, as it were. Yes, 10,000, Matt, is not a marathon, so I'm not going to accept that. Unfortunately, it does mean your time has come. It is the end of the road, and it's lights out. A lot of points ticking down right there. 6 players escaping: Zeus, Toot, Oni, Luca, Riff, and Shapes, all through. Hello, Topper. Welcome to the stream, my darling. Lovely to see you. And also, Keshi, Paulister, Melodnik. I don't think I've said hello to you formally yet, so welcome on in. Lovely to have you here. You're all through to the next round, U6. If you're one question away, lots of you now: Lupine, Jogging Chum, Quizface, Jers, Cola, Pruse, Derek, Natter, and Quizzle. Any of the next 4 questions will see you good to escaping. Nobody yet is poised to drop out, and I think everyone has got at least 2 lives left, so this is looking like a strong pack. Let's go on to question number 7. During the 2020 US presidential elections, who was Joe Biden's running mate? 19 out of 21 attempting this one. The correct answer was Kamala Harris. Oh, okay, that's an oversight. I should have added that to the accepted list. Yes, Harris is absolutely fine, so let me just go through those. Me saying Harris, that's fine. Condone. Podo Nuevo saying Harris, that's fine. Condone. Yours saying Harris, that's fine. Condone. Colo saying Harris, that's fine. Condone. Bruce saying Harris, that's fine. Condone. Quizzle saying Harris, that's fine. Condone. Has anything weird just happened to the scores then? Because I heard weird ticks going on. No, lies don't carry over, but 2 points for 2 bonus points for everyone you've got right. Yeah, I wasn't looking. I was just looking at the inspector there. I worried I might have been pressing the button too fast and focusing on the wrong player, but it's in a code routine, so it shouldn't really make any difference. Blimey, everybody getting that one right who attempted it then, and we have now got 14 players so far escaping to the next round. Remember, after you've escaped, you may continue answering questions to maximise your score, but you can still be eliminated if you run out of lives. There are 9 players now who are 1 away from... no, hang on. Let's light you back up first of all. There we go. There are 9 players who are 1 away from escaping. There are still 3 questions left in the pack. Only Pokernuts, who requires 2, still doesn't require all the remaining questions, so you're still only silver, and still lots of lives available. Best of luck. Question number 8. Take a look at this. The Scottish island of Harris is most associated with which fabric, commonly used to make blazers, scarves, and bags? Out of 21 attempting it again. Oni and Luca, who've already escaped, not bothering with that one, which is fair cop. Correct answer is tweed. Oh, Jogging Chum and Jers going for tartan. Oh, excuse me. Pokenut's going for wool, and Riff can go for plaid, which I think is another name. Plaid is another name for tartan, I believe, not tweed. Tweed is the thing that elbow patches are made of. So I'm not going to accept either tartan, plaid, or wool, I'm afraid. So you're going to lose a life on that one. Nobody due for elimination though at this point, so not too much to worry about there. Let's light you back up. A unison of prisoners. Almost played tartan. Don't tell Ben he mustn't learn of this loophole. What? What have I done? What loophole? Elbow patches are leather on tweed. They're yes, leather on tweed. I once had a jacket that had elbow patches, but they weren't leather. The jacket was very cheap. 18 players have now escaped. 2 of you require 1 more. 1 of 2. Apodo Nuevo and AB Me. Either of the next 2 questions will see you good to escaping. Pokernuts, pressure is on you to get both of these correct. Otherwise you will be eliminated. Jogging Chum and Jers, you have already escaped, but if you choose, we've never seen this happen, if you choose to answer and get it wrong, you will still be eliminated because you've only got 1 life left. Remember, 2 points for every life you've got, 5 points for every correct answer. Let's go on question number 9. Leather on tweed. In which country of the UK would you find the town of Berwick upon Tweed? Being very cautious on this question. A lot of caution. Only 14 out of 21, 2/3 are playing this question. Mattmen calls again. Yeah, so they play in the Scottish League. Hello, darling. Oh, chicken risotto.
Not now.
Not now. No, I'll probably have it for breakfast or something, or lunch tomorrow. Lunch. Let's go with lunch. My wife made chicken risotto, but I had reheated lasagna for dinner just before stream. So I'm rather full. I had probably too much lasagna, so I'll probably have that for lunch tomorrow. Right, let's have a look. The correct answer was... They are in England. Oh, Luca going for Northumberland. No, it did say country, and I caught myself before I mispronounced it. They play in the Scottish League, but the country they are in is England. The country of the United Kingdom is England. Must read the question. I know it's subtle country and county, but unfortunately I'm not going to accept Northumberland. Pokenut's going for Nottinghamshire. Shapes going for Scotland. Only going for Scotland. And AB Me going for Scotland. Haven't been here for a while, but unfortunately it does mean we have to say goodbye to Pokenut. A fair effort getting to question 9 of round 2, but unfortunately there are no longer enough questions for you to hit that target of 51, which means it's the end of the road, and it's lights out. And Pokenut is out of the game. Everybody has escaped apart from AB Me and a Podo Nuevo. So a Podo and AB Me, you must give me the correct answer to this question. And still only Jogging Chum and Jers on their last life here. So tread carefully, think before you answer, because if you're wrong, then you will be eliminated, but you can abstain. Question number 10. Good luck. Name of what other sport can be found in the full name of the venue for Wimbledon? All England, lawn tennis, and what club? 18 out of 20, just 2 players sitting this one out, Jers and Liswitz. Jogging Chum has gone for it, despite knowing that a wrong answer will cost them their place in the final round. I thought this was bowls. That is what I would have guessed at. But I would have been wrong, because the correct answer is croquet. Jogging Chum, this is a first. And I'm focusing on you because it is... I'm going to double check, I'm going to triple check this one, but... All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club. It's coming up there, right at the top link of Google. AELTC, the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club is its full title. I thought bowls as well. Not seen it before, but Jogging Chum, you're out of lives, even though you've escaped. The hubris, perhaps, is appropriate here, got the best of you, and you will be eliminated, along with Apodo Nuevo and AB Me, who both failed to answer that one correctly. Oh, hang on. No, Abin, where's Apodo Nuevo? Yes, both failed to answer it correctly. Badminton bowls, rackets bowls, cricket bowls, bowls, and bowls. Croquet was the correct answer, and only players who were already escaped have given me that answer, so very well played to you. But unfortunately, AB Me, Apodo Nuevo, I'm not surprised, Jogging Chum. It would have annoyed me as well, but unfortunately it is the end of the road, and it's lights out. Oh. Do it, Apodo. Do it. Oh, that's brutal. Having already escaped, and yet that is the first time in this game. We've probably played about 25 games of the escape artists. That is the first time we've seen somebody drop after amassing the points they needed, but that is the game. So 17 of you are through to the final. Very many congratulations. For every life that you have got left, we will give you an extra 2 points. Let's go. Do I press reset? Yes, I pressed reset. No, I pressed reset. I've pressed reset. I really need to update the stream deck for this. Let's go to the final round. Round 3 is Survive. The gameplay takes a very different form from this point. There are 17 of you left, and your points that you have accrued now become a countdown. As soon as somebody answers the question correctly, your clocks will start counting down, and they will count down at the drain rate indicated in the top left hand corner, 1 point per second and a half, up to a maximum of 10. So if you fail to answer this question, you will lose 10 points. You've got 15 seconds for somebody to answer. If nobody answers correctly, then you will all lose the maximum drain rate of 10 points. As soon as your points hit 0, you are eliminated from the game. So, answer quickly and correctly to stop your clock. You have got 3 refires. Those green lights are no longer lives, they are now refires, which means if you get the question wrong, the bot will immediately ping you saying that is a wrong answer. You can answer once for free. There is no penalty for at least trying a question. Even if you don't know, you might as well give it a go. Every subsequent attempt at the same question will cost you a refire. When you run out of refires, you're not eliminated, but it does mean from that point on, only your first answer will be accepted. So, speed is the order of the day. If you get it wrong, you might want to use up a refire. It's also where I'm going to point out that
typing is going to be very important, because if you make a typo, then you might think, oh, the spell check has just not caught it. Maybe I'll try the same answer again but spelt correctly. You could end up losing a refire unnecessarily on that. So do think carefully before you hit enter. The drain rate will increase across the duration of the round up to potentially question 10. When there's only one player left, that player is declared the escape artist. If we get to question 10, well, I'll explain a bit more about that as and when we get there. Those are the rules for round 3. It's called Survive. The very best of luck. Here is question number 1. The Ponte Vecchio is the oldest bridge in which Italian city? Zeus is in a wrong, but Derek started the clock. Lots of wrong answers coming in now. Refires available. Jers is right. Cola 2, Oni, Quizzle, all right. Innis now right. Lewis now right. Goodness me, it's a lot of refires. The only way to stop your clock is by answering it correctly. Natter burning through all 3 refires on the first question. Lupine burning through 2. Correct answer was Florence. Florence, and very well done to Derek, who was the first one in. Absolute mayhem, Tyson. I've not actually seen as much mayhem on that on the first question. Sound.wave, that was a very exciting moment there. I couldn't even keep track of who was getting it right. But if you've gone green, it means you got it right. If you went orange, that means I think you got it... I can't remember what orange means. Orange means I think you got it wrong, but didn't refire. And red means you did get it wrong. I'm going to check your answers. Venice, 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 Milan, Rome, 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 Venice, Rome, Rome, Milan, Naples, Rome. So nobody at any point gave the correct answer. The computer hasn't caught anybody out who gave the correct answer that the computer flagged as wrong. Florence was the answer. Lots of refires being used up there, and quite a lot of points being lost. Let's light you back up. I didn't check who was in the lead. It's Toot on 85 at this point, but he has used up a refire. Natter's used up all refires, so Natter, from this point onwards, you must only your first answer will be accepted. After that, you must accept your fate. Lupine, you've only got 1 refire. Use it wisely. Let's go on. Excuse me. Question number 2. Due to be revived later this year on Sky Max, Mark Lamar hosted which British comedy panel show from 1996 to 2005? Only has started the clock. A lot of green lights coming on afterwards. Clocks are on. That's what orange means. It means your clock's on, but you've not got the right answer. Liswitz, Kira. Remember, it's always free to try. You can always try it at least once. It doesn't cost you a refire to try it once, so you might as well have a guess to try and attempt to stop your clock before it gets too low, as it is. Kira and Liswitz not giving an answer there. Never mind, the Buzzcocks was the answer we were after to that question. Lots of green coming through on the first time around there, so not many refires. In fact, no refires, I think, having to be used. Well done to Oni for starting the clock. Let's light you back up. So we're going to question 3. Innis down to a single refire along with Lupine. A few people with 2 and a handful of people with 3 as well. Fingers on buzzers. Here's question number 3. What organelle is commonly referred to as the powerhouse of the cell due to its ability to produce ATP? Innis started the clock. Lots following. There's a few red lights coming up here as well. Remember, you may refire if you have any left. Riff, Shapes, Derek, Natter, Proogs, Quizface, and Colo all not getting a right answer or choosing not to refire. Yes, Quizface and Derek Agony, mitochondria is the right answer. It's a little bit late now after the clock has stopped, I'm afraid. Shapes going for nucleus. Right. Natter's gone for mitochondria, but with a typo, which for reasons I'm not sure, I would have thought that would have got through the spell checker. I will put that back for you in a minute, Natter. Derek and Riff going for nucleus, Shapes going for Proteus. So, I haven't done this for a while, so let me see if I remember how to do it. Points 42, so you buzzed in with the right answer, but the computer didn't catch it at 42, Natter. So, Natter 42, let's see if we can find where to go. Points to restore to 42, lives to restore to 0 because you still had no refires. Let's go condone, and should put you back to 42. There we go. So that was a correct answer, Natter. It just didn't get caught by the spell checker, but I can put you back to where you were when you came in with the correct answer. Let's light you back up. Toot's still in the lead here, I think, with 82. Players dropping down into the 30s at this point, and the drain rate is going to go up. It's now 1 point per second, up to a maximum of 15. Nobody in imminent danger of dropping out. Well, let's see what you make of this. Here's question 4. In which team sport is it possible to score a behind for 1 point? It is wrong. Natter's wrong. Kira's wrong. Riff's wrong. Quizzle has started the clock. Refire is available. Nobody else has got it. Cola's there now. Luca's there now. Lots of red. Lupine has got there with a refire. Last one. A few more refires coming in. It's Australian rules football. Answer variants. I'm sure Aussie rules would have been accepted. Polo, cricket, cricket, rugby, rugby, cricket, American football. Lupine's saying Australian football. I will put you back to where you were and give you back that refire, Lupine, because Australian football, I think, is correct. Rugby, volleyball, Kira, baseball, lacrosse, hurling, cricket, rugby, basketball, tennis, and cricket. So just Lupine here. Should be putting you back to 61 points and 1 life. So points to restore to 61, lives to restore to 1. It's the Lupine one, and don't answer. There you go. So that's when you said Australian football, Lupine. Put those points back on the board. I like that I can do this with. This was the first game I think I was able to. I added in this sort of editing after the fact, so I'm always quite pleased when it works. Quizzle starting the clock there, very well done, and with that has also taken the lead, 71 points. Toot now dropping to 67. Sport ball question flummoxing him somewhat. Looks like back up. Question number 5. Again, nobody in danger yet. Nobody's dropped to that 15-point danger zone, but Listwitch is getting mighty close, as is Kira and Quizface. Let's go on. Question number 5. Have a look. Which band had a UK #1 hit in 1992 with the song Ebenezer Good? Only started the clock. Lupine, Toot and Shapes were not very far behind at all. Listwitch is wrong. Refire's available. Ines, Kira, Zeus wrong. Refire's available if you like. Proves wrong. Refire's available. It's the Shaman. The Shaman was the answer we were after there. REM, Pulp, Kira said Bad Banners, Blondie, KLF, and U2. All incorrect answers, I'm afraid. So, very well done if you found the Shaman. Let's light you back up. Quizzle still in the lead with a very nice 69 points at the moment. Toot is in second with 66. And Lupine is in third with 60. Lupine, one of not very many people, I think, to have escaped twice in this game. I'll look at the leaderboard in a minute. This is the last question where the drain rate is 1 point per second up to a maximum of 15. Listwitz, Natter, Kira, you are now in, and Riff as well, you are now in dangerous territory. If you get this one wrong, you will have run out of points and you will be out of the game. Very best of luck. Here's question number 6. The Garden of Earthly Delights was painted by an artist born in which modern-day country? Luca has started the clock. This is right behind. Shapes and Quizzle getting there as well. Jers, Derek also there. Oni has now got there. Kira is out of points. Listwitch is out of points. Natter's out of points. Quizface and Riff are out of points. And we've got our first casualties of round 3. The answer was the Netherlands. Bosch, Italy, Greece, Turkey, Serbia, Spain, Germany, Bruegel, Kira saying bye, which for some reason was not counted as a chat message. Not sure why. UK, Belgium, France, and Russia all incorrect. Check, please. Check, please, for Nato. Oh, you gave it a good go up to question 26 of 30. Is a pretty good effort, not going to lie. But unfortunately, Kira, Quizface, Listwitz, Natter, and Riff. It is the end of the road after a very good run, and it's lights out. Quizzle maintaining the lead with 67. Toot in second with 55. Lucario now moves into third with 50. Toot has used up all of his refires. Innis, Zeus, Lupine, and Shapes are down on 2. We've got Oni and Prugs and Lucario and Jers on 1. Derek, Colo, and Quizzle have still got all 3. Prugs is down to a single point, so the only way that Prugs can survive from this point onwards is by answering correctly and first. Drain rate has increased again, 1 point per 0.75 seconds, now up to a maximum of 20, which means Zeus, Jers, Prugs, you are all in danger of being eliminated on this question. I wish you the very best of luck. Question number 7, take a look. fictional court case of Jarndyce and Jarndyce appears in which novel by Charles Dickens? 2 to start at the clock. Crew's going for a wing and a prayer wasn't good enough. Quizzle and Shapes have found the right answer. Lots of incorrect answers coming in. Luke Harrier's found the right answer. Only's found it on a refire. Jers has used a refire, still wrong. Coda's used a refire, still wrong. Bleak House. Bleak House was the answer. Crew's going for Edinburgh as the potential answer. Our mutual friend, A Tale of Two Cities. Hard Times, Pickwick Papers, Nicholas Nickleby, Great Expectations, Hard Times, Pickwick Papers, Copperfield, and Martin Chuzzlewit. I'm afraid all incorrect answers. So a few more players have exhausted their supply of points and reached 0. I'm afraid Zeus, Jers, Prugs, GG's to all 3 of you, but I'm afraid it's the end of the road and it's lights out. So, 20-point loss maximum on this question. Innes is down to a single point. Derek is down to 3. They're both in danger of being eliminated here. Colo as well on 13. Oni is still alive with breathing room, as is Lupine on 26 and 25 respectively. Quizzle with a very strong lead, 65. Toot on 55, but Quizzle has also got all of those refires available. Best of luck. Let's have a look at question number 8. Who was on the English throne when Machiavelli's The Prince was first published? Machiavelli. Answers only so far. Lupine has started the clock with a few seconds to spare. Clock's on for all of you now. Lucario has stopped him. Innes is out of points. Coda's out of points. Derek's out of points. Quizzle's found the right answer. It was Henry VIII. Answers that came in. Do I have to restore anything? Elizabeth, Richard II, Edward, Charles, Richard, Charles, James. I sound like a horrible history song. I'm afraid Henry VIII was the answer that we were after right there. Lupine started the clock, but with only a couple of seconds to spare. Lucario and Quizzle also managing to get in and stop their clocks, not before taking a bit of a hit. Unfortunately, it does mean after 8 questions in this final round, Innes, Colo, and Derek, I'm afraid you have run out of points, so it is the end of the road and it is lights out. And then there were 6. Quizzle with the lead of 49. Toots in second on 35. Lupine's in third on 25. I'm completely ignoring Lucario. Let me try that again. Quizzle's in first with 49. Lucario's in second on 37. Toot is in third on 35. Oni and Shapes are at risk on this question number 9 with a maximum of 20 available. Lupine can still survive. Nobody has all 3 refires. Lupine's got 1. Oni's got 1. Shapes has got 1. Lucario has 2. Quizzle has 2. Toot does not have any first answers. Only Toot for you. Best of luck. Question number 9. Which musical instrument has strings of pitches G, C, E, A in order from left to right? Oni has found it on the refire and started the clock. The clock is draining. Lupine has got there. Everyone else's clocks are on. We could have a big upset at the end here. Shapes is out of points. It's the ukulele, my darlings. It's the ukulele. Mandolin, violin, cello, violin, bass guitar, violin, cello, viola, and double bass. All incorrect answers. The jumping flea. My dog has fleas. GCEA. Yes, indeed. There are... Someone asked, are there pennies for this game? There was 10 pennies. Or was it 5 pennies? 5 pennies for every question that you get right in the game. The jumping flea. Yes, so ukulele was the right answer. Very well done, Oni, on getting to the right answer. Oops. Braces back on. It does mean we have to lose Shapes at this late stage of the game. Shapes seeing all but 1 questions, but unfortunately you are out of points, which means it's the end of the road. And it's lights out. Forgot to consider the ukulele as musical. How are strings from left to right? Well, if you're holding it the right way up, David, they'll go left to right. If they're going right to left, you're holding it upside down. They have a right and a wrong way of orientation. With the neck in the air is the right way up, so left to right. E-C-E-A. Okay. I've got one on the wall. Got 3 on. Yes, I have 3 ukuleles on my bedroom wall. G-C-E-A. So it might be the other way around on the camera, but yeah, G-C-E-A. When you're holding it that way, that's the right way up. To be serenaded
could give you a song, couldn't I? A long time ago. No, maybe later. I've got it out now, so I might have to give you a song in a bit. David only holds his uke in about to smash this position. That would be upside down. Right, question number 10. This is what it all comes down to. Oh, you're still playing? You still playing? Fine. No, not a toy. Quizzle is on 29 and the only player with a refire. One single refire. Lupine on 18, Lucario on 17, Toot on 15, Oni on 6. There are 5 of you available for this final question. There is no maximum point loss. The drain rate is 1 point per half a second. But if nobody answers the question correctly after 15 seconds, all of your clocks will start and they will keep counting down until somebody gives the right answer. Or rather, you give the right answer. Got it more like a guitar. Maybe. That was a banjolele though, wasn't it? Or was it a ukulele? I forget. Quizzle, the only one with a refire. If Quizzle starts the clock, Quizzle has won the game. If anybody else starts the clock, it is open. Wide open. If nobody starts the clock, as I say, after 15 seconds, all of your clocks will start and they will keep counting down until you answer correctly or you run out of points, which is why it's possible to have no winners. But with 5 of you here, 1 of you on 29 points and with a refire, could we have a winner? I'll give you a heads up. It's quite a long question, but it's a very gettable question. Take your time, but not too much time. Question number 10, for all the marbles, good luck. Of the 3 countries that can have their current English names spelt out using only letters found in Big Man Aaron, 1 is in Africa, 1 is in Asia, and 1 is in Oceania. Which country has the longest name at 7 letters long? You may use letters more than once. All your clocks are on. Tony's out of time. Whoa! And that's what happens when Quizzle finds the right answer. Everyone else's clocks drain. It might have looked like everybody else got an answer in. Did everybody else get an answer in? But that's how it goes. Quizzle did find the answer, which was Namibia. Namibia. The longest country you can spell out of the letters found in Big Man Aaron. Lupine, Oni, Luca, you must have all had a go at it, which is why they did the fast drain at the end, which is what that very fast running out was. I will watch that back on the VOD to find out, but I think that is intended behaviour. Unfortunately, yes, because you had no refires. Unfortunately, Lupine, Toot, Oni and Lucario, valiant effort from all of you, but I'm afraid after question 30 it is the end of the road and it's lights out. Which means with a single refire left to their name and 16 points still left on their clock. Very many congratulations, a first time victory. Congratulations to Quizzle83, you are the escape artist. Oh, I need a smoke. Come down from that. Very well played, Quizzle. You are the escape artist, and you will join a select rank of players on the Hall of Fame of people who have survived this game. Quizzle83, let's find you escape artist win and award you your medal. Very well played. And let's not forget Big Man Aaron, to whom I'm extremely grateful for a lovely question pack. Right sort of curve. The curve in round 1, just so... Oh, excuse me. Oh, hiccups now. Just in case anyone was thinking about writing for this, a nice gentle curve in round 1. The question 1 questions, the lower half are really quite straightforward and the upper half really quite difficult. That's how it should go. Round 2, a little bit gentler, and then it all becomes very exciting in round 3. A really, really lovely pack. So thank you very much to Big Man Aaron. I'm going to award you 100 pennies for that pack. Big Man Aaron, 100 author bonus award pennies. There you go. Thank you very much indeed for all your work. And let's have a final escape bonus here for everybody else. 10 pennies if you would like. Escape 19 is what you need to type. Live players 35. Why does that counter reset? I suppose that shows me the number of players that were there at the beginning of the game. 35 survived. So 35 started, but only 1 survived. Well, it's 20 past 10, so we've just about got time for That Is the Question, and I'm very grateful to Lewis, Quizzle, who's just won this game. Lewis, be quiet, cat. Lewis, Quizzle, Samster, and Joe has no talent, who have pulled together to write this final pack of the night. That is the question. Like I say, it's undergone some slight ancillary changes, some quality of life improvements. But hopefully this is now pretty much in its final form. There are 3 things left on the to-do list, but they're relatively small. They don't affect the gameplay much, if at all. So looking forward to seeing this pack. That is questions. A self-running game. You join at the start. It lasts for 24 minutes or so, and it runs entirely on its own. I just need to read the questions. So I'm going to get another glass of wine. I'm going to stop the bonus right there. Again, 5 pennies for every question that you answer correctly in that game will be added on when I roll the credits. We have a message from our sponsor, Zeusless, first of all.
I heard a rumor that Ben was going to serenade us with a ukulele rendition of Barbie Girl. You didn't hear it from me. Upside down face.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair or take me anywhere. Imagination, life is your creation. Come on, Zeusless, let's go party. Yeah. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Ooh, oh, ooh, oh. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Yeah. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Thank you very much for the 100 bits, Zeusless. My wife, very nice, with a voice that sounded like it was the opposite of very nice. You're all very kind. Thank you very much. In before the stream gets muted. We have another message from our sponsor, Kira.
Get a haircut, hippie.
Thanks. I do need a haircut, but no, I'm growing it out. Thank you very much for the 100 bits. Maybe that could become a new thing. I'll exchange song requests for bits. We'll sing for bits. I don't know. I'd probably actually switch more people off the stream than I'd turn onto the stream. But after we move, because I went to see our new house this week, didn't we? And my office is now going to be the summer house in the garden, which is very exciting. There should be room for a piano instrument or a keyboard instrument of some sort. Hello. Hello. And my ukuleles may or may not live in there as well. So maybe there'll be more music after we move. I can't remember how to play that one, so I'm not going to do that now. Right, I'm going to roll the credits. We're going to play That Is the Question before the night comes to an end. Thank you so much to Big Marin for that question pack, and as well to Samster for proofing it. Congratulations to Quizzle. You are the escape artist. Stay right there, and I'll be back in a few minutes. And stay right there, because after the break we will be playing That Is the Question with a collaboration pack from Samster and Lewis T and Joe Has No Talent and Quizzle83. Very much looking forward to this. It's one I proved yesterday morning. Brand new game. It's only been played a couple of times before. Do stick around. So we'll be finishing off the night in about 5 minutes time.
welcome back to the final part of game night on Saturday the 21st of August, where we're about to play the third pack of That Is The Question. It's the first pack that's not been written by me. This is a brand new game, only piloted, I think, last Saturday, possibly. Maybe the Tuesday before, I can't actually remember, but it's quite recently. We've only played it twice. Ironed out some gremlins, and I think it should be getting towards a finished state now. It's a self-running game, one of those ones I just press the start button and then the game runs itself. All I have to do is read out the questions, so we know exactly how long it's going to last, and it's about 25 minutes. Funny you should mention, Ben, to go on Stars in Their Eyes, Matt. I'm doing a concert in about a month and a half's time, which I'm very tempted to stream, where I'm basically doing an Elton John concert. I'm doing an evening as an evening of Elton John music. Yeah, it's at my local church. I mean, I'm charging ticket price admission, but I'm tempted to stream it just for sort of online friends and stuff. It's on a Friday night, but it's on a Friday night where I think Ash isn't having anything planned because he's got his finale the next week. I chatted with him about it the other day. So I'm very tempted to stream it. If anyone would be interested in that, do let me know. Elton John definitely covered Barbie Girl at some point. I don't think he did. Not going to lie. But we'll see. So anyway, keep your eyes on for that. It's October the 15th. If you fancy something like that, it might be something I stream either on Twitch, possibly in more likely to maybe just be Discord. I don't know about DMCA stuff. Although I suppose if I stream it live, it'll be there for when it's there, and then maybe not after the fact. But just something to I'm umming. So if you're interested in that, it might sort of encourage me to figure out the tech to make it work. We'll see. Anyway, for now though, that is the question. That is the question, and this is a collaborative pack that's been written by Samster, Lewis, Joe, and Quizzle. I proved it myself. It's a very robust pack. There's a couple of tricky corners in it, but it's very robust and I think very fair across the board. And if you would like to play this pack, you need to type in the code. That's one button press of two that I need to do this game. NVQA. This lobby can hold up to 40 people. All of the rules are explained on screen before we play. It is a game that you can only join at the beginning. You cannot join midway through, so you must join at the start. Welcome to new people joining. Asset, Sprint Gravy, welcome. Lovely to see you. Nice to see you, Asset. I haven't seen you around for a while. Hope you're keeping well, my friend. So do join at the beginning if you want to play, even if you only want to play for a bit. You've got to join at the start. Also worth adding for any new players joining that you need to whisper to Persephone's Twitch bot in this game. You can do the lobby code into public chat, but thereafter all of your answers need to be whispered to Persephone's Twitch bot. Anything else won't be processed by the game and may be deleted by a moderator. Melodnik, you have just left the game. I'm assuming that was on purpose, but that does work. Oh, you wanted a different position. I see. Lovely. You can have the bottom corner there now. Yes, it puts you back somewhere differently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think 8 slots left. 7 or 8, I can't tell if that's 2 or 3. I think that might, or maybe it's only 2. 6 slots left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes. 6 slots if you want to grab one of those. You can switch positions and take what's left, Derek. Yeah, that's sort of how it works. So if you leave, you can try rejoining, and it might give you somewhere different. But I wouldn't get too attached to it because I've added a new algorithm now, so it now will I've added a new algorithm, so it'll sort the order and put you into order of scores. So don't get too attached to your position. That's one of the big quality of life changes. Right back where you were, Derek. If anything, a little lower. You'll have to answer some questions right to get up to that top left. But yeah, new algorithm. I'm not going to spoil too much about it, but in fact, who gave me this tip? It was a really solid suggestion that I hadn't thought of. And it's worked really, really well for this. I'm just going to scroll up in the Discord to see who it was. It was AB Me, actually. AB Me put this into the suggestions, so if you care to scroll back up through the suggestions section of the Discord, you may be able to see that. But yes, AB Me suggested this, and it works really, really nicely, I think. You might be able to give me some feedback on it, because obviously it's the first time we've done it live. 30 seconds if you want to come and join. And then I will press the magic button that releases those big money balls. No, that starts the game. I'll tell you what. One more bonus. Question 90. How many times have I pressed the start bonus button? I've never seen a 69 on it yet. Disappointing. Disappointing, RNG.
10 seconds to claim that penny. Then I'm going to close it up and we're going to begin the game. Do not release your big money balls on stream. Bang, bang. Yeah. I can't really play the ukulele. I can sort of strum some chords, which is quite fun. What's a good song? Some songs are very, very long. This one isn't. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Right. Stop that bonus right there. 34 players claiming a penny. And with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 34 players in the game. That is the question that you need to answer. Let's begin. Round 1, you will be shown an answer and 3 questions. Select the question that fits the answer by whispering A, B, or C to Persephone's Twitch bot. A correct answer will earn you 1 point. An incorrect answer will cost you 1 point. There is no penalty for abstention. There are 5 boards in the round, and you've got 10 seconds for each of them. As ever, keep your eyes on the chat. Whisper to the bot. All very important to do. If you type it in public chat, it won't be processed and will be deleted by a moderator. So, good luck to you all. Thank you to our question writers who are going to share the question reward between them at the end of the game. No, 1, 2, 3 doesn't work yet. That's on the to-do list of Podo, but yes, that is a thing I need to do. Here we go. Question number 1. 1, 2, 3 does not work. Can confirm. The answer is Battleship. What is the question? In which game could you destroy a destroyer or sink a submarine? In which game could you put your left hand on a big blue circle on a mat? As of 2016, in which game could you accuse Dr. Orchid of committing a murder? Answer now. A was the question. Battleship. The other two are Twister and Cluedo, respectively. I haven't opened up my notes for this. I need to find them so I can give you factoids along the way. And there's the reordering. See if you can find yourself. The answer is Fair City. What is the question? What nickname was given to Seattle as a result of an essay competition held in 1981? What was the setting of a 2002 addition to the Grand Theft Auto video game series following mobster Tommy Vercetti's rise to power? What is the name of the soap opera set in a fictional suburb of Dublin, Ireland? Answer now. What is the question? Question was C, Fair City. The other two were Vice City and something else that I'm about to tell you when I've opened up my notes. Rearrange you again. And we go to question number 3. The answer is Bianca and Alex. What is the question? Emerald City was the nickname given to Seattle. What are the first names of the couple who won the 2015 UK series of Love Island? What are the first names of a couple who won a 2015 US series of Dancing with the Stars? What are the first names of the couple who represented the UK in the 2015 Eurovision Song Contest? Answer now, A, B or C. And a -1 if you're wrong. C was the question. The names of the couple who represented the UK in the 2015 Eurovision Song Contest. Together they were Electro Velvet. They only scored 5 points in the final. Jess and Max. Valentine and Vinny Derrick won the 2015 series of Dancing with the Stars. And thank you very much, Bill Kiasco, for that 8-month subscription. The answer is Donut Gate. What is the question? What gate controversy involved Ariana Grande licking food in a store while expressing distaste for America and its people? What gate controversy involved Gordon Brown insulting a voter while campaigning for the 2010 election? What gate controversy comes from RuPaul's Drag Race, where Ariel Versace's gifts for her friend were taken by the other queens? A, B or C? What is the question? 24 attempting it. Your hand will go wrong. A was the question that we wanted there. Bigot Gate and Wig Gate were the other answers. Bigot Gate was the Gordon Brown one. Dogfish currently leading with 4th. The answer is 5th. What is the question? Which pillar of Islam involves the Hajj pilgrimage to Mecca? Which Sikh guru was Guru Nanak? Or C, which book of the Bible's Pentateuch is Numbers? Answer now. Incidentally, for every point you have at the end of this game, if it is positive, I will multiply by 3 and give you the equivalent in pennies. A, the pillar of Islam, Hajj, pilgrimage to Mecca, was the fifth. Guru Nanak was the founder and first guru of Sikhism, born in 1469. The fifth book of the Pentateuch is Deuteronomy. Let's end round 1. Got 5 at the end of that. Dogfish on 5, and then Natter 2, Quiz Face and Shapes all on 4. Still much to play for as we go into round number 2. Round 2 then. You'll be shown 3 answers and 4 questions across 3 phases. Select the question that pairs with the answer for the current phase by whispering A, B, C, or D to Persephone's Twitch bot. Again, numbers don't work yet, it's on the to-do list. Only the answer will change with each phase. The questions will persist throughout the board. One of the questions will not have a corresponding answer. Each correct answer will earn you 1 point. Each correct answer will cost you 1 point. There is no penalty for abstention, but scores are not revealed until the end of the 3rd phase. 3 boards in the round and 10 seconds for each phase. So Dogfish with a perfect game so far. Let's see how we get on as we go into round number 2. Good luck. The answer is Emmerdale. Here are your questions. July 2021, football manager Harry Redknapp appeared in an episode of which UK soap opera, getting himself a beer and signing West Ham shirt. Tony Hutchinson is a long-running character in which UK soap opera? Overall, which soap opera has won the most British soap awards? What is the second longest running soap opera in the UK? 10 seconds answer now. What is the question? 21 players attempting that one. Let's have a look at the next answer. Questions will persist. The answer is EastEnders. What is the question? Just 16 attempting that one. One more to come. The answer is Coronation Street. What is the question? 23 players attempting that one. Let's see how you fared. A few people sitting out altogether. Longest running soap opera, second longest rather, is Emmerdale. July 2021, Harry Redknapp appeared in EastEnders. And overall, Coronation Street has won the most British soap awards. On we go. Board number 2, let's move you back into position. The answer is Balthazar. What is the question? What is the first name of a British South African YouTuber with almost 7 million subscribers and surname Lee? What name links Portugal's longest serving Prime Minister and a former coach of long distance runners Mo Farah and Galen Rupp? What is the name of a champagne bottle that holds 18 litres or 24 regular bottles? Which of the 3 wise men brought myrrh to Jesus' birth and is the only one of the 3 to be depicted with black skin? Answer is Balthazar. What is the question? 24 players attempting that. Let's bring everyone back in. Next answer is Solomon. Questions are the same. What is the question? 18 attempting that. And one more for you. The answer is Caspar. What is the question? 22 attempting that. Let's see how you fared overall. Nobody getting a clean sweep there. One of the 3 wise men with black skin is Balthazar. The champagne bottle that holds 18 litres is Solomon. And the British South African YouTuber is Caspar. Board number 3. Let's rearrange you. The answer is Johnson. What is the question? He was the first UK Prime Minister to be born in North America. Which US President succeeded JFK and was also commonly known by 3 initials? What is the name of the typeface widely used on posters and signage throughout the London Underground? What is the trading name of a pharmaceutical company owned by Johnson & Johnson? Answer now. The answer is Johnson. What is the question? 27 having a go at that one. The answer is Johnston. What is the question? 17 having a go at that one. And final answer, Jansen. What is the question? Does anyone put the same answer twice? It's a sign of a good question back if it makes you second guess yourself. 26 players attempting that one. Let's see how many players attempted altogether. 32. A couple of players getting all three. The US president, known by three initials, was Johnson. Typeface used on the London Underground is Johnston. And the trading name of Johnson & Johnson is Janssen. Well done if you've gone green, it means you got all three of those. The maximum of that is the end of round 2. At the end of that round, our top 5, Toot on 11, Shapes on 10, Dogfish, Quizface and Zeusless all on 7. Still much to play for. Remember, your score times 3 gets its weight in pennies if you finish on a positive score. It's gone to round 3. Yes, Bonar Law was the first UK Prime Minister, born in Canada. Born in North America. You will be shown 5 questions. Select the 3 questions that have the same answer by whispering a combination of A, B, C, D, or E to Persephone's Twitch bot. You may submit letters 1, 2, or 3 at a time. However, this is important. Your letters must be distinct and submitted without spaces or punctuation. I've got something coming out quite soon where you can have spaces or commas, but on this one, if you're submitting more than 1 letter, no commas, no punctuation, no spaces. You may submit fewer than 3 letters. You can just submit 1 or 2 if you like. Each correct answer will earn you 1 point. Each incorrect answer will cost you 1 point. Again, no penalty for abstention. There are 5 boards in the round, and you have 30 seconds for each of them. 3 of these questions will have the same answers. I want to know what they are. Which punctuation mark signifies an impossible answer in the UK games who have the same name? When annotating a chess game, which punctuation mark signifies that a certain move was classed as a mistake? Which punctuation mark shares its name with the species of butterfly? Which punctuation mark comes after Westwood Ho in the name of a coastal village in Devon? In the titles of Dr. Seuss books, which punctuation mark comes after the words zebra, go, you, and who? 3 of those questions share an answer. The number that floats off from your prefab is the number of answers the computer has processed so far. Submit as many as you like. The wrong answers in this, I think in this question pack, all of the wrong answers are different. So there's no little traps in that respect. Anybody else? A, D, and E was the correct answer. The answer was an exclamation mark, is what we wanted. And the questions that shared that answer were A, D, and E. Very well done if you got 3 points there. Best game, it's a question mark. And the butterfly species is something else. I've got my factoid to hand. On we go, board 2. In poker, which specific name is given to a 3-of-a-kind hand, where 2 of the matching cards were dealt to the player at the start of the hand? In the current laws of rugby union, what is the first of the 3 words called by the referee to form a scrum? What did the sun do at 5:55 AM in London today? In mathematics, George Cantor is generally credited with the discovery of which type of theory? The 3 main types of pass in volleyball are bump, spike, and which other? 3 of those questions have the same answer. I want to know what they are. Two to the top, just going for 2 at the moment, unless he gets another one in. And he's got his 2. Set was the answer, and the questions in question were A, D, and E. Well done if you've gone green on that. Set, yes. The sun rose in London today at that time, and the set is the last word called in rugby union, not the first. Board number 3, let's have a look. Most people with the Pisces star sign were born in which month of the year? What is the only month of the year to contain an umlaut in standard German? Which month's birthstone also represents a 60th wedding anniversary? Which month is 5 months before the month named for the Roman emperor from 49 to 44 BC? What was the surname shared by the 4 main sisters in Louise May Alcott's novel Little Women? 3 of those questions share an answer. What are they? Few seconds left. People sitting this one out, not wanting to take the risk. The answer was March, A, B, and E. Second time AB and E has come up, well done to Oni and Derek, finding all three to share March. Very well played. On to board number 4 then. Let's take a look and see what comes up. Questions are: how many figures appear in Henri Matisse's 1910 painting La Danse? Originating from a nursery rhyme that involves buckling shoes, what number in bingo has a call knock at the door? In darts, what total score do you get if you hit Madhouse twice? How many ingredients are used in a traditional pound cake? The names of how many US states begin with letter C? 3 of those questions share an answer, 2 of them do not. Which 3 are similar? Madhouse. Yeah. B, C, and D. The answer was 4. Knock at the door is 4. Madhouse is double 1, so you double that, you get 2. 2 of those, you get 4. And 4 ingredients in a pound cake. Well done if you got all 3 of those. 2, Oni, Luca, and Sprint Gravy. Very well played. One more board. Have a look at this. 2010 article. What was the first name of the singer who claimed that they prevented a third world war while in Kosovo? What was the first name of the actor who voiced Po the Panda in the Kung Fu Panda film franchise? What was the first name of the comedian who played the unconventional teacher Alfie Wickers in the BBC series Bad Education? What first name is shared by the 2 main actors in the upcoming pandemic-based drama film The Survivalist? And what was the childhood nickname for the US president who served from 1961 to 1963? 3 of those questions share an answer. What are they? Flour, eggs, butter, and something else, Derek. It's on the factoids. I'll look it up for you in a bit. Couple of seconds. B, C, and E. The answer was Jack. Jack Black, Jack Whitehall, and Jack Kennedy, JFK, respectively. James Blunt was the singer, and John is the name of the 2 actors who share in the upcoming show. 27 players attempting. That's the end of round 3. Let's check out our top 5 at the end of that. Toot on 23, Shapes on 17, Oni 16, Big Man Aaron and Derek on 15. Innis also on 15, but not showing on the top 5 because alphabetical order. One more round for you with some big swings in this round, though. Have a look at the rules. You will be shown 9 question answer halves. 8 of the halves will pair up to make a total of 4 valid question answer combinations. Select the anomaly, so the one that doesn't pair with anything, by whispering A, B, C, D, or E to Persephone's Twitch bot. Incidentally, the things you whisper will always be in the quincunx, the 5 on a dice, basically on a die. The anomaly may be a question or an answer. It should now reflect that in the chat. The available points will start at 5 and reduce to 0, decreasing by 1 point every 9 seconds. Correct answer will earn you the current available points, and incorrect answer will cost you the current available points. So if you're quick and wrong, you will lose more points. Again, no penalty for abstention. 5 boards in the round, and you've got 45 seconds for each of them. Is it possible to spell one letter wrong? Who knows? 5 points then if you can get in quick. Answers: Algeria, Saudi Arabia, Australia, United Arab Emirates, Israel. Questions: in which of these countries might this stream have started at 5 AM local time? Which country's internet domain code is .ae? Of these countries, which is the only one that is in Asia but is not in OPEC? For which national football team has Riyad Mahrez played since 2014? 4 points available if you answer now. 3 points available if you answer now. What is the anomaly? One of those answers does not fit with any of those questions. Two points if you can answer now. -2 if you answer incorrectly now. Definitely big swings available in this round, and there are 5 boards to get through. The anomaly was B, Saudi Arabia. The internet domain code for .ae. Oh, look at the top. Lots of points being lost at the top. .ae is UAE. Riyad Mahrez has played for Algeria. The only one that's in Asia but not in the OTEC is Israel, and the stream might have started at 5 in the morning in Australia. Bit of a change there. Let's have a look at the next board. Answers: Sean Locke, John Richardson, Dave Chappelle, Amy Schumer,
One of these questions does not fit with any of those answers. Which of these comedians has won 4 Primetime Emmys and 3 Grammys? In the Name of Dave series, who is an ultimate worrier? In 2019, who gave their child the unfortunate first names Jen Atull? Which comedians' tours include Terribly Funny and Funny Business? Who won the inaugural game of 8 out of 10 Cats, Carrot in a Box? Yeah, topical. Sad. Very sad week for comedy this week. Which of those questions does not fit with any of those answers? Just a single point at stake now. The anomaly was D. D was the anomaly there. That's actually Jimmy Carr would have been the answer to that question. John Locke won the inaugural game. John Richardson is an ultimate worrier. Amy Schumer gave the name Jen Atull. And 4 Primetime Emmys went to Dave Chappelle. Boot now in the lead with 25. Big Man Aaron and Derek on 19. Let's go on to the next board. Answers: Birmingham, Bristol, Brighton, Brentford and Bolton. Which of those answers did not belong with any of these questions? James May and Ben Collins, the Stig, were both born close to which UK town city? Where was the sports clothing and footwear company Reebok founded? Where would you find the world's oldest aquarium that is still in operation today? Where did the Premier League football team known as the Bees play their home games? One of those answers does not belong to any of those questions. What is it? What is the answer? Is the question to this game. To this question. Shut up then. Just a single point available now. Birmingham was the anomaly there. The Bees play at Brentford. James May and Ben Collins were both born near Bristol. Sports clothing and footwear company is in Bolton. Where would you find the world's oldest aquarium? That's in Brighton. Birmingham, the anomaly. That does to the scores. We've still got a strong lead. 2 boards to go. Answers are Sam, Will, Joe, Lewis. The 4 names of the writers of this pack. Which question does not go with any of these answers? Who shares their name when initialized with an aircraft-destroying projectile? Who helped to devise a method of resolving interrupted cricket matches? Who shares a name with the New York Times crossword editor? Whose name can you add .co.uk to, giving a young person's magazine site? And who shares their name with a BlackBerry Raspberry hybrid? One of those questions does not fit with any of those answers. It is a little bit meta, this question. E was the anomaly. Most people getting this one right. Yes, E the anomaly. Nobody shares their name with the BlackBerry Raspberry hybrid. An aircraft initialism is Sam. The New York Times crossword editor is Will. .co.uk is Joe. And resolving interrupted cricket matches was Lewis. One final board for you. Answers are The Escape Artist, Risky Business, Face Off, Spotlight, and The Purge. One of those answers does not match with any of these questions. Which Royal Flush Game is also a movie that won the 2016 Best Picture Oscar? Which Royal Flush Game is also a BBC miniseries starring David Tennant? Which Royal Flush Game is also a 1997 movie starring Travolta and Cage? Which Royal Flush Game is also an 80s movie starring Tom Cruise? One of those answers does not belong with any of those questions. Can you find it? I didn't write the question, Matt. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. In fact, this one actually underwent some revisions. Originally, one of the answers was Danger Zone, but it was styled differently. It was styled with a space, so we changed it for something else. The answer is E, The Purge. Look at this, Big Man Aaron and Innes going wrong at the 11th hour. That could make some difference to the final standings. Spotlight won the 2016 Oscar. Risky Business is the Tom Cruise movie. Face Off is the Travolta Cage movie, and The Escape Artist was the miniseries with David Tennant. That is game over. And here are the final scores. 2 to runaway victor with 31. Derek and Luke are tying for the silver medal with 22. AB, me and Big Man Aaron tying for the bronze with 20. And that is the end of the game. Waves from the bottom. Hello, Proogs. Hello, Proogs. Right down there. Well, thank you for playing. Good effort. Good effort.
Yeah, you can see the swings in that game. As I say, second and third, and just got overtaken at the end. It's a bit of a subtle ending, but that last round has got some very, very big swings going on in it. Let me award some medals. That is the question. Gold is going to now cut that out. Is that your third gold in 3 games too, or your second? I can't remember. That is the question. Gold, now cut that out. Award medal. Derek Agony, that is the question. Silver. Derek Agony, there you are. Let's award you that medal. And Luca as well. You're going to share a joint medal. We don't have tie breaks in these games. We just go out multiple medals. Lucario also getting a silver medal. No, I've given that to the wrong Lucario. Bollocks. I've actually given that to actual Lucario rather than Luca 710. You know what I'll do, Luca? I will merge those 2 names. I'm assuming Lucario and Luca 710. I'm assuming that is one and the same. Do correct me if I'm wrong, but if they are one and the same, I will remove Lucario and merge the 2. I might be wrong. I had assumed that was the same. Please, can you confirm either way? Both you, fab. I'll get rid of the Lucario account and I'll merge that. So I'll leave that on Lucario for now, and I'll just merge it a bit later on. That is the question. Bronze medal going to AB Me and Big Man Aaron. AB Me, award medal. That is question bronze. And Big Man Aaron. I like those names because they're both early in the alphabet, so easy to scroll to. Award medal. There we go. Oh, thank you for the positive feedback. Love the format of the game. Quiz and logical deduction. Tough but very fun questions. I thought that it was a tough pack. That might just because I didn't write it. As ever, still open to feedback. If you want to come join the Discord, post something in the suggestions section. I'm seeing stuff actually going in right now. But I'll, as ever, I do read all feedback, even if I don't act on all feedback. Your score times 3 is the pennies that you will get if you have a positive score. If you don't have a positive score, then it won't be any pennies for the game. I need to give some author bonuses out, don't I? Yes, I do. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to split it 4 ways, so it's 25 each. And they're going to go to Samster. You all get an author credit, though. So Samster, Quizzle. Where are you, Quizzle? Quizzle 83, or pennies. Lewis and Joe. Lewis T1, award pennies, and Joe's some talent. There we go. Award pennies. So you all get the author bonus, but 25 pennies between you, and 1 5 10 pennies for everybody for the end of the night. This is Luca. Yes, I think you've seen him before. So thank you very much to the 4 writers who sort of rallied when I sort of did a plug for that on Tuesday, and they came back with that on Friday morning. It was lovely to proof rather than write, because this game, despite it being relatively short, although it's maybe short because I'm not wittering in between everything, it is a big write, this game. You've got to come up with questions that aren't necessarily going to have answers. Because it's all automated, I don't necessarily have time to go through all the factoids. I did what I could there and what I could remember, but I only get the questions in the console. I don't get all the factoids. But so thank you very, very much to you for your collaboration. I know these 4, Lewis, Quizzle, Joe and Samster, are collaborating again for another pack on this later in the year. That's been pegged for November. And I think Oni's got one in the interim. Can't remember when it's next on. It's beginning of October, I think. End of September, maybe. But it is coming back. It is going to become a staple game. I think maybe people like it, but if I'm wrong, then please do let me know. Because it would be good to hear your feedback on it. But I definitely enjoyed that tonight. And again, thank you to our writers. And congratulations to our winners. Medals awarded. And let's stop the penny bonus right there. 32 players grabbing that last minute end of the night penny. And of course, you will get 3 times your score's worth of pennies when I press the button to roll the credits. 3rd button press of the night. And that is going to be it. It's gone 11 o'clock. So what a fantastic night. We had the pyramid earlier on. Derek Agony scaling the pyramid. We had Quizzle becoming the escape artist. And we have had Toot knowing that is the question and getting the gold medal right there. These pennies are going to update. They haven't updated the pennies from this game yet. So Derek, adds 66 onto your score. It should automatically add on when I roll the credits. So you're on 2,000. Pog. Nice round 2,000. Check it again once I've rolled the credits and refreshed the app, Derek. That'll be lovely. Now, what's coming up? I think Topper's off tomorrow. Topper's having a weekend off, so There won't be any topper tomorrow, but there's always stuff going on in Ash's server games and such like. So do go and give Ash a cheeky follow over in his server if you're not there already. I'm back on Tuesday, and on Tuesday we've got Jay White's Danger Zone pack, which I'm very much looking forward to. I haven't seen Danger Zone yet this season. It's first outing for it in Season 5, so do join me for Danger Zone. And of course, we've got 2 more Buzz Off games. Do check the Buzz Off schedule in the Buzz Off channel of the Discord, which is there. If that is you, then make sure you've sent me your bespoke buzzer if you would like a bespoke buzzer, and also make sure you're available for that night. If you're not, can you please let me know ASAP? There's another game that we need to reschedule as well, which could potentially slot in there, but maybe not, I don't know. So 2 Buzz Off games and Danger Zone 2 happening on Tuesday night. As I said, next Thursday, I'm not here next Thursday happy hour, so no happy hour next week. And we've not got to walk along next Wednesday, because Wednesday is just chocker for me. It's that mad day with like 3 gigs and a meeting all in one day. So I'm not here for walk along on Wednesday next week, and I'm not here for happy hour on Thursday. But this time next week, it is going to be my birthday stream. Hooray! Yeah, it's actually my birthday on Thursday. I'm going to be 33. Which is nice, I suppose. Multiple of 11, pog. So it's my birthday Thursday, but I'm not doing a stream because I've not discounted the possibility that I might be out for lunch. But I am doing a very special stream next Saturday. We are going to have guests. There is going to be, I know Mrs. Flush is going to be making an appearance. Buzzer Bob, our great friend Buzzer Bob, is going to be here in a hosting capacity, and that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not going to give any more information, but I know that Bob is going to be here next Saturday. I'm going to have a brand new game to show you, and all sorts of other stuff as well. So yeah, guests and fun. I might do some giveaways and things, but it's going to be awesome. I'm very, very much looking forward to birthday stream next Saturday. So if you can, it's all going to be chill. It's all been quite serious games tonight, Pyramid Escape Artists, and that is the question. Next Saturday, it's all chill, easygoing, fun, relaxing games. Check the schedule. We've got Red Herrings on the docket. We've got Google That on the docket. Google That from AJ, Red Herrings from Colo and Poconuts, I think. So it's all going to be very, very casual and easygoing. Oh, and a new game. New game is going to be happening. Well, I'm not going to say anymore, but there's going to be a new game of some sort next week. And there's going to be a major change to an old game. That's all I'm going to say. It's all going to be kicking off next week, and it's going to be amazing. So I really hope you can come and join me for birthday special stream next Saturday, the 28th of August, right here, twitch.tv/80_bash. No, that's Ash's channel, twitch.tv/royal_flush. My brain's gone forward because I was just about to promote Ash's stuff. Ash is on this week doing Relativity on... let's give Ash a shout out there. Yeah, that's Ash's channel. He's doing Relativity on Wednesday, and Duel for All continues on Friday. So do go give him a little follow. Like I say, I'm here Tuesday, and then I'm back on Saturday. Topper's here Sunday week with the 21st question and elimination. Let's give Topper a little shout out as well. Topper One Gaming. He's not here tomorrow, but he is back Sunday week tomorrow. So all sorts of things going on. As ever, if you've got suggestions, feedback, or you just want to come hang out, do come and join the Discord. You'd be most welcome. And all will be well. Well, thank you for a wonderful evening. It's been a great fun stream. Congratulations to all our winners. Thank you to all our question writers and all of our proofers as well. I have been Royal Flush. Until next time on Tuesday for Buzz Off and Danger Zone, be absolutely splendid and marvellous and wonderful to each other. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Congratulations to Toot. You have known what the answer to the question is. And until next time, you've been watching Game Night. I've been Royal Flush. Take care. Peace out and good night.